Is this it? We're going? Is it going? Okay. According to this, it is. I thought there should be like a clock or something up here. No? Okay. Well, look, Tim's here for Bro Plata, episode 101. Somebody isn't. You want to guess who? Yeah, that's right. The racist. The racist decided he didn't want to be here. Hashtag racist. We call him that because his name's Ray. Anyway, Ray's coming, I guess. I don't know. I called him and like he obviously just woke up. Pretty sure he was naked, pretty close to being naked, but he was alone. Like, I'd forgive it if he was naked and he wasn't alone. He's like, oh, crap, man. I forgot. I was doing something, right? That'd be fine. Actually, I'd even high five him for that, but that's not at all what was happening. He was definitely alone. So there's that. I mean, he's coming. He'll be here in a minute, I think. I don't know what he's doing. So anyway, we started on time because one of us is responsible. You know how sad it is when I'm the responsible party in this duo? It's pretty sad because I'm not the world's most responsible person. You know what I did before I came here? I bought liquor and I took my 8-year-old niece with me. I also bought her ice cream. So it was like, hey, getting something for the niece, little treat here, ice cream. And also I'm going to need bourbon and vodka for my mother. So that's the kind of fantastic human being I am. This episode is going to be fun, though, I think. We have a lot of things to talk about. We have a lot of nominations for Hero of the Week. We'll get there when Ray gets here at some point. Also today, we're going to be spinning the wheel for Tequila Quences 3. Tequila Quences is our drinking game for anybody who doesn't know. Basically, you can't win. You can only lose. And we do it with fights where we spin a wheel. It lands on fighters. If that fighter loses, we have to drink tequila shots on the show. There isn't another pay-per-view until the end of next month. So we decided that we're going to do Tequila Quences on another sporting event. And because we're just fantastic gentlemen, the highest high of society, we're going to turn the Little League World Series into a drinking game. So that's going to be fun. We're going to pick teams of 12-year-olds to decide which of us or how many shots of tequila we have to drink on this wonderful television show. Yeah, it is a television show if you watch it on your TV. You can do that now, right? The smart TVs, all kind of technology, your Rokus, your whatnot. Either way, it's going to be fun. Any question? Anybody paying attention? We're going to need some questions to fill some time before Ray gets here because I don't really want to get into the deep content without Raymond. I will say this, though. This is important, very important thing that happened to me today. I learned, okay? I learned the difference between Hunter Renfro and Hunter Renfro. Yeah, turns out there's two of them. One spells his last name, ends with a W. The other one, it ends with an E. But Hunter Renfro with a W is a wide receiver for the Las Vegas Raiders, I believe. And Hunter Renfro with an with an E at the end, is a outfielder for the Boston Red Sox. I learned that today. My mind just was blown. My life has just changed because I know now that there are two Hunter Renfros. So we're going to do over under and when Ray's going to get here. But now that he knows that I started, I'm pretty sure that he'll just take a sweet time. That's what he does. That's a Ray thing. There is some MMA stuff to talk about. We can talk about Sean O'Malley. That's fun. He's kind of pissed at Sean Shelby, or Sean Shelby's pissed at him. I don't know. Basically, I guess what happened was they wanted him to fight on the MSG card in Madison Square Garden, and he's like, "Why? Why?" He's like, "Why'd you put me on the card next month?" He's like, he lives in, I think, Arizona or New Mexico. He's like, "Why don't you just let me fight in Vegas the next month? I don't want to fight in MSG." And they got pissed about it. You know what? It's the thing. Sean O'Malley is really the one guy that's kind of like understands what the UFC's doing or how they're working, and he's kind of using it to his own advantage in certain ways. Like, this is another issue with fighter pay. He found out or realized, I mean, I think everyone knows this, that he's going to get, for the fights he has right now, no matter who he fights, he's going to get paid the same for a while because they get paid on like an upscale for so many fights, and then it kind of changes with their popularity or whatever after so many fights. But he's going to get paid the same whether he fights a top 10 guy or a tomato can. So why would he fight a top 10 guy, right? Because listen, if he loses, he only gets half his purse, right? So why would he? And that's the thing. That's an issue. And that's another thing, again, why the This is more proof that the titles don't mean anything, man. Is it just about the money, right? Listen, what do they need to fix? Well, geez, I mean, I don't know. If he fights a top 10 guy, he should get more money for that because it's a bigger fight, right? And you get closer to the title. And not doing that, you find this. And I think if more guys start doing that, like, why am I going to take the big fights when I can just fight some other guy, make the exact same amount of money? And I don't think he's the only one doing this. He's just the only one saying it out loud that he's quote unquote dodging people, which as a fan, you can say, well, you shouldn't care, man. You should always want to fight the same people, but it's a business. And like, I don't know, of all the fighters that understand that it's a business, Sean O'Malley absolutely understands it's a business. And I like seeing Sean O'Malley fight. I'm a fan of his in a different way than I'm a fan of other fighters. I'm a fan of Sean O'Malley because I like to watch him fight because I hope he gets his ass kicked. I'm not saying I don't like him. I do like him. But I just hope he has a good fight, and I hope he gets knocked out. And eventually he will when he fights one of these real tough dudes who's better than he is. But right now he's fighting people that he's better than. And he still had a hard time taking out Matinho, that guy, that crazy zombie, vape shop zombie, as we called him. But the point is, I guess I don't really blame him taking the approach of, I'm just going to make my ducats while I can. Why would I? The thing is, to a lot of people, and I mean, Poirier's proving it, and other fighters are proving it too. That's, it's a money game. The title doesn't mean anything, man. It doesn't, man. I mean, maybe, I think if you get a title, they give you some pay-per-view shares, but I think they're already doing that with Poirier. And so, it's not only champions, right? And now they're doing 5-round fights for Lawler and Nick Diaz. So, I mean, those guys are going to get their money. My point is, it's the UFC's fault, right? What they're doing, the way they're doing things with fighter pay and the way they're running their shit. It's their fight. It's their fault that their title doesn't matter because they're the ones making their title not matter with the way they pay people. Anyway, again, point is that Sean O'Malley is making sense. I kind of hate this making sense, but I'm happy that someone's exposing it, right? And someone's it's like, I'm not going to play your game. It's good, why would I fight a tougher guy if I can make the same amount of money? Now, if they say, hey, Sean, here's the number 8 guy, and we're going to pay you X amount of dollars more to fight him, that's different, right? But right now, why would he? Why would he? I mean, all the fights in the UFC are tough fights, but there's a lot tougher fights out there for him. And I mean, listen, the Lucas Smoka fight, that's an okay fight, but I'd rather see him fight a top 10 dude. There's a lot of great guys, especially bantamweight right now. Bantamweight's really exciting in the top 15. Sean O'Malley isn't even in the top 15. At least I don't think he is. I haven't checked. I don't know. What does anybody else think about it? Is anybody here? Anybody hanging out? What do we got? No? Tuesday, show day, as it usually is. Don't know if we're going to do another one this week or not. But either way, we'll talk about fights coming up. What do we got? Gastelum and Cannonier. I'm a big Jared Cannonier fan. That's going to happen Saturday. Is it Apex? Man, every time I see a pay-per-view, right? And the next week they're at the Apex, it's just a bummer, man. It's because, I know they have a little bit of crowds now, but I don't know, man. They should. I know they are giving some tickets away to that, like, because I every time they do that, I sign up for the contest. So I hope they get some crazies in there so the place gets a little bit louder. Because last time I didn't think it was loud enough. I think it'll be funny though. Just, I don't know. I feel like if I was one of a handful of people that got picked to be in that place, I feel like it would be my job to just be rowdy as hell, right? And I'd be shouting Bro Plata a lot, so that would help. But like this, there's a couple fights on here that will. I mean, none of these guys are going to fight for championships, but except for maybe Cannonier and Gastelum, but Clay Guida, Mark Madsen. That's going to be fun though. Clay Guida said after his last fight he wanted to fight a young guy, and they're not doing that with Mark Madsen. But Mark Madsen is he's a wrestler, right? Yeah, he was an Olympic wrestler. He's undefeated in MMA. He's 36 years old. He's Danish. He was part of the Denmark Olympic team in Rio. He won a silver in Greco-Roman wrestling. So yeah, this guy's an Olympian. So, and what's Clay Guida's specialty? As far as MMA, he's a pretty solid wrestler. That and his cardio. So we're gonna have a bit of a wrestle fest. But Clay Guida also knows how to do everything, right? I mean, yeah, he likes to fight on top of guys, but he knows what he's doing. He's been doing this a real long time. So I think this is a fun fight. Mark Madsen hasn't fought in a while. I don't know why. I don't know if he's been hurt. I don't think he competed in this Olympics, so I don't think that was it. And if he did, he wouldn't be fighting this soon. I'm trying to find his record here. Mark Manson. There he is. Here he is. This is Tapiology page. Tapiology, like tapiocaology. Austin Hubbard. He beat Austin Hubbard by decision. It was okay. That was right before the pandemic hit. So he didn't fight during the pandemic. That was March. So that was right before they started doing the. That was the Romero Adesanya card. And his last finish was in 2019, September 28th, 2019. That would have been my birthday. Which one? 32. My birthday's coming up next month, guys. Oh, man, we're gonna party. Just like Ray's birthday. Ray and his birthday landed on a Tuesday. Mine's landed on a Tuesday. Last year we did a show on my birthday. Is anything gonna happen? No, probably not. Probably not, but we'll think of something. All right, who else is in this card coming up? Right, we talked about Guida. Sure, Guida. Let's take a look. What he did in his last fight. What did he do in his last fight? He won, right? That's right. Michael Johnson. That was a fun fight. Is Michael Johnson? Did they cut him yet? And before that, he lost to Bobby Green and Jim Miller. Man, 2018 he fought Charles Oliveira. I know that guy, the champ. Chase Sherman and Parker Porter. I'm gonna say Porter Parker. I guarantee I will say that, or Peter Parker, or something at some point. Yeah, I thought this guy used to fight with Bellator. Yeah, he did. But he's in the UFC now. He beat Josh Parisian back in November. Beat Chris Dawkins. He's a tough dude. All right, so for him and Chase Sherman. Chase Sherman, like recently just came back to the UFC, right? Yeah. He was there. He got cut. He started doing some bare knuckle. Then he came back and beat Ike Villanueva. That's right. And then he lost that tough fight to Andre Arlovski. That's right. But yeah, him and Parker Porter should be fun. Maybe someone gets knocked out. We can only hope. You know what? You people, you fantastic listeners. We love all of you. I don't know if anyone's paying attention. I'm not even asking. But right when I need comments, when I need questions, this is what I get. I need your help, fam. You just check the YouTube to make sure this thing's running. And it is. And I look good. It looks right, real clear and crisp. Right? Looks good. I don't know where Ray is. I figured he'd be here by now. What would have been on for like 15 minutes now. I'm pretty close to it. And still no Raymond. Well, that is what it is. We're talking about more fights. We'll get this out of the way. So then we can just talk about nonsense. Okay. So also on this card, Austin Hubbard's fighting. Brandon Royval is a tough dude. He's fighting Pinchoya. How do you say that guy's name? I don't know. Cannonier Gastelum. Who do I like? Cannonier Gastelum. Good question. Yeah, I don't know. Cannonier, I guess. Big fan of his. I just, I hope he gets close to a title shot again. It needs to be Gastelum to do that. So, hi, cousin Mike. Good question. Honestly, I didn't even know that. Like, what do they mean? No, like none at all, or probably just the parents, right? I don't know. I didn't even pay attention. I mean, I knew it was happening because we're gonna do tequila quenches for it. Oh, do you want in, Mike? By the way, we're gonna spin a wheel, and you'll get 3 teams, and you'll be judged upon your best finishing team, and then I don't know. It's gonna be like none if they win, 1 if they get to the chance. It's gonna go backwards to maybe up to like 8. Also, I didn't tell Ray this, but we're gonna pick a team of death. All right, after we all get our teams, we're picking 1 team that's left as a team of death, which means if they win the whole thing, we all have to do 10 shots, which will kill us all. But it's only 1 team, 1 chance out of 16. Let's give it a go. We're going to do it. But when Ray gets here, if he ever does get here. So okay, I mean, it is what it is, man. Uh, Delta variant is getting in kids. I think they said about 15% of the infected with the Delta variant are youngins. So, I mean, I get it. It's fine. And plus, if you've ever been to the Little League World Series, which I have, it's kind of a free for all because there's only so many ticketed seats, and those are all for the parents. Besides that, the field is built like in a hill. There's a giant hill behind the back wall of the main field there. So people just sit on the field, and it kind of works like stadium seating just because of the way the hill sets up. It's actually really cool. It's a really cool place to watch baseball. I was there when I was a teenager when we went one summer, but uh it's a cool place. But it's a free for all, right? So yeah, I get it. I get it. I mean, it doesn't surprise me because, like, I mean, there are just thousands of people just on a hill sliding down the mud on cardboard. I did that too when I was there. That was fun. That was fun. But yeah, it's no crowds. Also, it's only American teams. They're having twice as many American teams because obviously they can't let not going to let foreign teams in. It'd be a whole thing, which I get it. That makes sense. But at least they're having it this year. Last year they didn't have it at all, right? And there's a bunch of teams that kids that maybe thought their teams had a shot last year. You know, maybe they got close the year before, and they had a shot, and then they're not eligible anymore. It's one of those you age out of little league, so it's a bummer. So at least they're having it, right? And congratulations to the 16 teams that made it. There's one from Ohio. There's one from Pennsylvania. Uh, Oak, Pennsylvania, I believe, if I remember correctly. I'm surprised I remember that. The Ohio team is from Hamilton, which is down by Cincinnati. I know that because they always win the state championship, and not always, but like most of the time, like 7 out of 10 for the last like 30 years or something. I don't know. I mean, when I was young, they were winning all the time too, and they've been to the Little League World Series a couple times before, handful of times. So they're going to be back. No, should be fun. Listen, as a baseball fan, I like the Little League World Series because it's it, it's it's baseball being just fun, pure baseball. And when it's ruined, when people cheat, it's all the adults, right? The adults ruin it, and the kids they don't ruin it at all. That's actually why I still umpire. It's one of the reasons I still like to do. All right, then 9, Mike. The chances are very slim for you have to do 10. All right, it's 1 in 16. What's the chances of that? But we're gonna figure something out. Maybe we'll max that out at 8. How about 8? Will she leave if you do 8? Because listen, you did tequila quinces last time, and the max was 8 then too. So, oh,
Hi.
there he is.
Sorry I'm late, teacher. Smoking weed in the bathroom with the cool kids.
You're a monster. It's okay. I just the Tim Danko show was a success for the last 20 minutes.
Yes, I'm not denying that it wasn't.
Yeah. What? Okay, whatever. Hold on. Ray, you talk about that comment. I'm gonna I don't like to be on. I like the other screen, so I'm gonna log out
Okay, buddy.
if I could figure it out, and then I'll be right back.
All right. Hi guys, it's Ray. Sorry, I actually I fell asleep like always. But I'm here, and I don't know how much Tim has told you, but I've been getting ready, so I haven't really watched my own show because I don't watch my own show. Why would I watch my own show? I just show up, and magic in the air is filled with melodic words and heavenly phrases. It's exactly where life should be. And then I have a dog next to me who's clicking their toes on the floor here. Yay! We're waiting on Tim to come back. We have a Tequila Quinces wheel that we're going to be doing for the Little League World Series. Danko back.
I'm here. What's up?
What's up?
Nothing. My niece is right here. Hey, I'm on the internet now, so if you talk, people can hear you. Okay.
Oh, I
Okay.
hear.
Yeah. Okay. You can be down here, but just know that I'm doing a thing.
I'm doing a thing.
Doing a thing.
Ma, niece, I have to be alone. I gotta do this thing.
I can do the thing. I would show you her. This is the younger one, but I probably shouldn't do that without permission from the family. So
I mean, unless she's doing like a toy unboxing, she's completely useless to the show.
she's playing with my my Browns dog bobblehead right now.
Ooh, that's nice.
What are you doing with it? Hadley, say hi. Okay, we're down. All right. Anyway.
It's oh god, what's it? It's Sully and Boo right now, and you're the hairy monster. So that
you missed when I went to get ice cream / liquor with my other niece, and I just went to the liquor store and like, here, I'll take this booze, and this ice cream, please.
I should go. Hi, dog. I have my dog right here.
There you go.
Please.
You have a dog. I have a child. There we go.
Oh no! What happened?
Oh no! I don't know. Ray
what happened? God damn it!
Ray disappeared.
Why? Why did it stop? Turn back on. What the fuck? Balls. God damn. And the light's on. That's what's bothering me. Like
I see you. What's happening?
It's my webcam is on, like not my actual like camera. I'm like, what the hell, man? Come on, man. We're gonna pull out of Afghanistan.
What's happening? Technical difficulties. I have a child yelling at me. Hold on.
A lot of this actually, dude. Lame, gay homosexuals. Everybody, there we are. Should work now. Waiting. Yes, there we are. For the love of Pete. God damn it. There we are. That's much better.
That's fine. I think half of the show is us trying to just figure stuff out. Is most of it.
Yeah. Us technically sound human beings that we are.
Right. So, the Tequila Quences thing with the Little League World Series. Okay. So, the tournament's weird. So I don't know exactly how it's gonna. Basically, it's two separate double elimination, modified double elimination tournaments, and so I think what we'll do is you only get off scot-free if one of your teams wins the whole thing.
Oh God, okay.
If they get to the final and lose, you have to do one. Then there's a consolation game, so there's third and fourth place. So I have to do 2 shots if they come in third place and 3 if they come in fourth.
Trophy culture, man. How dare you?
Then after that, it's just like basically if they get to the semifinal and back every round until we get, I think we'll max out at 8 shots. I think was probably because we're gonna pick 3 teams each out of 16, and we're gonna be judged only upon the one that finishes the best.
Oh God.
Also, I had this idea, right?
Oh no.
After we pick our teams, we're going to pick a team of death.
A team of death?
Yeah.
What's a team of death? See, I feel like Tim Danko right now. I should be sitting like this.
What? This is how I sit. Like my Broke Bat and Mountain t-shirt. Do you get it? My softball team.
Broke Bat Mountain. You son of a bitch. You use the ends on each other at the end of the game.
How do you think that bat got broke? Anyway, no, and then I think I did say originally 10 shots, but I think Mike had a point. He may die, so I think automatic. If our team of death loses, we have to do 8. Everyone have to participating, which I think maybe just be us. It's up to Mike if he wants in on this or not. But if that one team wins, we all have to do 8 on the show.
Your cousin did say though that his wife may leave him if he takes 10 shots. So
okay, then I made it 8. 8 was the max last time.
Yeah.
Okay. And plus, we're each going to get 3 teams, and there's 16 teams. So I mean, it is possible for all of our teams to lose get knocked out of the tournament right away, but it's probably very unlikely. So I think we're gonna we'll max out at 8, so it'd be closer probably to one of us will probably win. I think, right?
Possibly.
Yeah. I mean, there's 16 teams. We're picking. If it's just us, we're picking 6, I guess.
I mean, I'm down. I just woke up, so I'm still a little meh. And then setup took a little while too. What a day. What a day. How was your day, buddy?
Good. I got her to go upstairs.
Okay. Tim will be right back.
No. I'm right here. So she went upstairs. We're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, she was fine when she's here, but she kept talking to herself. So.
Well, that's what
Dankos do. It's true. Yes, we do.
Yes,
we do.
every single one of you.
To ourselves, and but we don't know we're doing it because we can't hear ourselves because none of us can hear. So, dude, my father's never had good hearing, like ever, and I was trying to remember like how old I was when I realized I had to scream to talk to my father, and I feel like it was always like that. So the fact that I'm keep losing my hearing, feel like it gets worse every day. That makes sense. Yeah, because I feel I'm like, am I too young to be losing my hair? I'm like, no, my father was the same way. So yeah, and Mike's the same way. He'll tell you the same thing too. It's a fantastic thing we have in our family where we just lose our hearing. So, I mean, not to the point that my father should have probably gotten hearing aids at least 10 years ago, but he just got them like a year ago. So,
what'd you say?
Exactly. My father has hearing aids now. He didn't for a long time. So, I mean, it's treatable. It's not like the kind that isn't at all, that you just lose it completely. And as far as I know, knock on wood, that would suck. Take my eyes, but don't take my ears.
Dang.
Good question.
What's that?
Would you had a choice? One or the other had to. Yeah, Danko ears are a thing for sure. And they're not a positive thing. They go. Like I can't hear more than one thing anymore. And it really sucks like at bars because if someone's trying to talk to me and there's background noise, I ask all the time, like, what? All the time. People have to repeat themselves multiple times to me. I can't hear more than one thing at once anymore. Anyway, now, would you rather go blind or deaf?
Blind.
Yeah,
I'd rather be able to hear people than see. Yeah.
Deaf, you have to learn the whole way of speaking. That's a thing. I mean, blind, you have to learn a new way of reading, but how much do we really read anyway?
Yeah, I would just subscribe to audiobooks at that point. Like,
I just want all my shit to talk to me. But,
yeah.
I mean, listen, I could still enjoy baseball games without being able to see. Well, that sounds weird, but it's true. Just the smells and the sounds. You can figure out what's going on with baseball. And then somebody there with you telling you what's happening, but you can pretty much figure out if they get a guy out or not by the sound of the crowd. But like losing music would be a problem for sure, man.
Oh, hell yeah, man. That would be such a weird thing to like, because especially a lot of the music I listen to is very
loud.
Besides that, but that's always been me. I've been to so many fucking metal concerts that I'm surprised I can still hear. But
also comedy would be harder if I couldn't hear than if I couldn't see.
Who was the one female deaf comic that used to be a thing? I can't remember her name. There used to be a deaf comic in the 2000s. Fuck.
I don't know. Do you know this Snodgrass guy? Have you met him?
No.
No. I don't know if he is in Northeast Ohio or he just happens to be here right now because he's doing Petrie show, whatever. I think, but I want to talk to that dude because before he started doing comedy, he was a professional baseball player. He was in the Giants organization for a while and then the Rangers organization. I don't think he ever got any further than AAA, but yeah, he was a pitcher, left-handed pitcher. So it's interesting.
See,
you're right, man. What's going on? You just woke up. What's up? Why did you just wake up? Did you forget we had a show today? It's Tuesday.
No, I had an alarm, and you know how sometimes you get the alarm, it wakes up, and then you're like, oh, I got like 20 minutes.
Are you not always excited for this show? I am now, especially when
I'm very excited to do the show. It's just the energy level. Like right now, I've had a lot of Plus, I drank way too much last night.
I drank last night too. I
Yeah.
usually don't. I usually don't. You know what? Lately, it's been Tuesday, Saturdays, or Tuesday, Friday. Yeah, so 2 days a week sometimes, maybe three. But I drank a good bit. I drank last Tuesday when we did the show, then not again until Saturday night. And I drank a good bit Saturday night, and I'm like, wow, I'm pretty drunk. I'm like more than I usually. I'm like, this is what happens when I don't drink that much. I just, yeah, I'm pretty drunk. I mean, not listen. I don't like to get fall down over sloppy. I hate that. I'm not. I'm like,
Yeah.
I know people. My brother's buddy / his neighbor comes over and does that all the time. He all the time we have to like help that guy get into his house, get him on the 4-wheeler because you ride a 4-wheeler to his house. Anyway, from there, take him on the 4-wheeler and then get him into his recliner because he doesn't have a bed. He sleeps in a recliner. Anyway,
that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, he does that a
I'll
lot.
probably be sleeping in this.
He runs into the fence. He breaks shit. He broke my brother's TV a couple weeks ago. He replaced it. You know, no
still
fuss.
shitty.
The next day, he ended up probably getting a better one because that was an old TV. You know, get a new model. You know, new Roku TV. You know,
nice
smart TV, and it was it's probably the cheapest TV the same size. But anyway, yeah, that's not my thing. I don't understand people who like to do that. I don't at all. I don't want to be that guy. Like like anyone, when I started learning to drink, I did that in my 20s a handful of times, but it was never my favorite thing.
Yeah, I've never been the guy to really like get shitty, and I've been around people who just get awful when they're drinking, and you're like, dude, what the fuck? Who are you? Like, you find out of that like when people are different when they're like. Although I've had one time where I got shitty, but I didn't drive anywhere, and I knew I could sleep there. So like it was one of those things where it was at least I didn't do anything stupid or like get into a car or something. I just did some other dumb shit while I was there, but I didn't break anything.
Yeah, that's I mean, if that happens once, it's forgivable,
Yeah.
Especially if you don't, but if you do it once and you do it again the next couple of weeks, it's basically what you're saying is, hey, everybody I'm hanging out with. I mean, you guys are cool taking care of me in like 3 hours, right? This is what it becomes. Like you have to help them, which, it's forgivable. It is. But when you do it all the time, then it's like,
yeah.
Now the thing about it's kind of funny. My brother's buddy. Plus he lives right there, so it's not a huge deal. But but I'm like, we went to an Indians game. Oh, you met him. Him. He's like, I won't do that game. I'm like, thank God, because I'm like, we're just gonna leave you, man. Like we wouldn't though. We'd help, but the thing is, it'd be a burden for everybody. We had to carry the dude to the hotel. It would be a bummer. But she didn't do that, to his credit, and I'm not giving him shit for it. I'm not. I'm more talking about people who do it in public, and it is a thing because you're a friend. You feel like you have to be responsible for them, and even though you feel like I would just like to leave Ray here and let him fend on his own, I'm like, I can't. He's my friend. He wouldn't do it to me. At least I don't think so. So
no.
But if it happens once, like I said, it's forgivable, right? So it's because it happens. It does. But usually I kind of know my limits. Usually, I think I do at least for that. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to say I had like 5 or 6 PBR tall boys yesterday.
That's what you call functioning alcoholics.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to tell you this. I believe he's in AA for the Pirates. He plays for the Altoona Curve. His last name, he's a catcher. His last name is Pabst.
Ooh.
Yeah. Perfect, huh? So
yeah.
I hope that guy has a great career as a catcher. Pabst.
He add to the mediocre beer fortune coming up to the plate.
Mm-hmm. Your blue ribbon catcher.
Hey, look at that guy. But no, yeah, I hate people who are just awful drunks. If you're an awful drunk, stay the fuck away from me. I've had too many of those people in my life.
Be a functioning alcoholic, like me and Ray. Okay, this show is a functioning alcoholic podcast.
Oh yeah, I'm drinking vodka and sugar-free. Hey, Casey's in the house. My day was busy as fuck. Oh, I'm
sorry, man. I didn't say that. I feel bad. I know you do work on days we do podcasts, and that does happen from time to time. that you could have one of those days, and it's fine. So I'm not really
At least
giving
it's
you
on a
shit. It's fine.
Saturday. Like Saturday, I really have no excuse because usually I get off by like noon. So I've missed a couple podcasts because of that. But
Right. Well, we were gonna do a show Saturday, but I was thinking may or may not go out to my brother's. Actually, the thing is, he wasn't home till later, so I went out there. Anyway, it was a weird thing. I may have done a show Saturday, but you got stung by a bee again, which good for you.
I did, right on the arm. It was fucking weird, dude. Like I've never experienced this kind of nest building in my life.
Hold on, I want to respond to what Mike said because it's true. It's true they did, and yeah, it's true. They won a participation ribbon probably in a beer contest 100 years ago, and they've been talking about it the entire time. Which good for them. That's their thing. You don't have to bet like that company's Russian now. Like Russians bought Pabst a few years ago.
Yeah.
That's when they started doing weird shit like the Pabst coffee and whatever.
Yeah.
Pabst to be Pabst. It's just weird that I still drink it. Like I'm at a bar, especially if I'm doing comedy shows and I want to have some beers and I don't want to spend a ton of money and I don't want a beer that has a ton of extra alcohol content because I have to drive eventually. Pabst. They're usually on sale. When I did the shows in Kent, Anthony Savat shows, there was always cheap Pabst somewhere. So that's what I would drink. The Pabst, the $1 Pabst. So, hey, it's a fine beer. It's fine. Just fine.
What if they've slowly been poisoning the Pabst? Like, with
the Russians may have poisoned it.
Oh,
now there's some sort of code word they say, and then they will activate us as agents. However, I don't think they want people who drink Pabst Blue Ribbon as secret agents. I don't think those are the people they want. Unless it be like, I don't know, start Proud Boy riots or something. Then, I don't know. They could use us then, I guess.
Oh, the Proud Boys.
When I did shows at Buzzbin in Canton, they had 32-ounce cans of Pabst that they got.
Yeah,
and they're great to hold. They're fucking cool to hold around because they're so big. But I realized I'm like, you drink them so slow. Like at the end, the last 10 ounces is warm. So I'm like,
oh yeah,
I'm not gonna get these anymore. They're cool to hold. I think they stopped buying them for that reason too. But they're neat for a minute.
I remember. Do you remember the 5 o'clock lounge?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been there though, but I remember they did shows there.
They had the 32s as well, and I used to drink like 2 of them and be on the fucking moon. I was done after like 2 32-ounce cans of PBR. It was I miss those days when I was like 26, and the sad thing is, like, my alcohol tolerance then compared to now, I was so much more of a lightweight that it's like, you are a spy. You are such good spy. I'm just going to read this in Russian accent. You are a spy. You are such a good spy that you don't know that you are a spy.
Maybe. I said we're waiting to get activated.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting. I'm just waiting one day for like a secret word that like the Polish government gave my family decades ago to train a soldier.
Sure. What is that Family Guy episode where there's sleeper agents in Russia and Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd come to like try to sniff them out or whatever?
Yeah,
and they said like the activation phrase is something that you would never say in normal conversation. It's that Italian family at the restaurant sitting next to us sure is quiet. That was the phrase was ha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was they did that because it was it wasn't Spies Like Us, but it was the buddy comedy spy movie that Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase did.
Spies Like Us.
Oh, is that Spies Like Us? Okay.
Yeah.
Do Ohio kids play the game Edward 40 Hands?
Yeah. Yeah. I never did personally, but I've seen it done. Have you ever?
Oh no!
What I'm talking about?
I believe the rest got my thing right. I have to go. Bye.
Yeah. No, but you tape 240s to your hand. You have to finish them before they untie you.
I never played that game. I've never heard of it
either. Dude, that's how old I sound. Like with my acid reflex, I'd never be able to do that. Not now.
No.
I'll stick to tequila quinces because I can, space that out.
Yeah, exactly. And I had a weird day yesterday. where like I was feeding pigeons, if you will, and like I stopped, and my whole body hurt afterwards. By the way,
I don't know what you're talking about. I
feeding
don't
the
think that-
ducks.
Ah, gross, Ray. Gross.
Hey, at least
Gross.
that
Just
kept it
say what
clean.
you're doing. It would be a lot less gross if you just would have said what you were doing.
All right, I'll use the DBX version. Masturbate. That's what I was doing.
All right, good job. All right. Yeah, did you hear me say that like if you would have woke up shirtless and naked and telling me you're going to be late to the podcast next to someone, I would have been like, that's cool, that's fine.
Oh no, I'm completely alone.
I know you are, as you will be, as we
for
both
the rest
will
of my
be.
days.
It'll just be us to our
Uh,
last days in our mid-50s, and then
yes.
I don't know if we don't figure something out, both of us.
Oh, I know. I'm thinking about like I've been wanting to just like eat healthier and do everything, and then I'm like, oh yeah, Burger King burgers are like $1.
And you don't have to cook anything. That's the best part, right?
I know. Like,
Man, when I'm bored, I don't do anything. It's like the one thing I do is leave the house to get food. It's one thing I do.
Oh God.
I don't know. Keep going. I don't know what's going on. Obviously my nieces are over tonight.
Oh, nice. Very cool. I will say though, this past weekend was kind of fun. I got to do a comedy festival for the first time in a long time.
You know, I didn't even hear about that thing until it was happening. So how was it?
It's pretty fun. We did the first show. The first show I did was Friday. In this lobby of like possibly one of the most fancy apartment buildings I've ever seen in my life.
In Cleveland.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was very nice. A high ceiling though, which sucked.
Like is that where athletes live? Like, isn't there like a couple apartment complexes where they put athletes up in?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's where the athletes.
A lot of them have. It's a couple of Indians and Browns players. If they don't buy a house, a lot of them have apartments in a couple different complexes in Cleveland where they're kind of like the go-tos.
Where they keep their hose.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good time.
Yeah. If you get the second contract, you get a good signing bonus. You have your apartment, and then you have apartment next to it, with a door, with a secret door, sliding door that's behind a shelf. Right. You move the shelf, you move a book, and it opens up, and that's where your side piece lives.
Anybody knows how to hide a good door behind a bookshelf. You don't use the pole book. It's too easy.
I was just using that as an example. All right, example.
Everybody knows you get a bust of William Shakespeare from Batman.
Ray.
Lift his neck, press the button. Boom.
Ray. Okay. Listen. Not everyone, but I would assume a lot of football players, if they had a bust of William Shakespeare in their house, people would think something was up. Not everyone. Not everyone, obviously. Miles Garrett is a very intelligent, well-read man, and a lot of them probably are too, but I'm just making a generalization and making fun of them. But not Browns, because they're all first-class human beings.
No, they're not.
Speaking of first-class human beings, man, you hear about the testimony against Trevor Bauer today?
No, what happened?
Well, I don't. She just said that she feared for her life and stuff, and she was scared of him and all these things. But Trevor Bauer, because who's the Twitter master and doesn't stop tweeting, even though these things are happening to him, and he's on leave from the Dodgers because of this. Quickly, Trevor Bauer is a reigning Cy Young winner. He used to play for the Indians, and he's a fantastic ball player. I used to defend that guy all the time. People said he was sucked. I'm like, dude, he's too nuts not to suck forever. He's going to be good, and he was good. He's very good. Anyway, he got some woman said suing him for something. It said he did something to this woman, physical, that he should not have done. I don't know how true it is, but he put a bunch of like text message on Twitter, and what you see is like threads from this girl, and then like one message from Trevor. Like you're like, oh, okay. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I didn't say he didn't do it, but yeah,
they're
that
pretty.
May have been a piece of work. Just getting receipts out there, and you're like, oh, okay. No, if he did it, no excuse, right? It's a problem.
Yeah, Oh,
But
absolutely.
does she seem like would she be the kind of person that would make it? I don't know. But I'm
Are
just
we?
you hear that and you're like, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. So we'll see what happens. But I listen, I wasn't there. I do not know. But
Was
what I
there
do
a
see from those threads is, oh Lord.
was there a threat of a bunny in a pot at some point, or
No, wait. He put a tweet up that has a bunch of them like going through screens. It kind of goes fast. You have to like screenshot them to read them all. But
okay?
you can just basically just buy the ones that's like, oh, did you seriously block me? And then like 200 messages in a row. And it's just,
Oh God.
then every once in a
Yeah.
while he'd have like a long one explaining the situation, and then it's just more of that. So again, not saying he didn't. That doesn't mean he didn't do it. That doesn't mean he wasn't into weird sex stuff where he was doing things that she wasn't into and she did not want him to do, which I think is part of it. But you see that and you're like, oh well, okay. Maybe it's the reason he's putting it out. Just like, hey, this bitch crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But also, just because she's crazy doesn't mean he didn't do it. So,
Yeah. Agreed.
We'll see what happens, man. And we'll see what happens with his baseball career. Because one of
He'll
those
be
things,
fine.
like, he can't, you know,
He
what,
won't be
though?
Andrew Cuomo.
As
There's no
time
way.
goes on, it's harder and harder for those guys to get away. I mean, listen, the Browns have a fantastic player by the name of Kareem Hunt. And there's a video, it's relatively available on the internet, right? You can just watch it.
Or
not hard to find. And him just soccer kicking a girl in the head in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And and that's the reason the Browns got him, because the Chiefs released him and the Browns picked him up. And I love him. He's a great player, but he fucked up. But he got a second chance. So it's like, no one's perfect. I'm not saying you shouldn't get a second chance, but I'm just saying, be consistent with it, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people don't deserve a second chance, but fucking fix yourself, bro, because that's not cool. All right.
Yeah, and also I do want to explain to you why I'm in such a shitty mood, because honestly, I want to talk about this because
we'll do it.
Well, I mean, and if I will say this, if it wasn't for this guy,
no, I like Mike's comment. We're gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do.
I'll go 50-50 on a mail order, bread.
Yeah,
mail order
we're
bread.
gonna share. Right, we'll do
thirds.
Like, I don't know, like
I'll go
we'll
thirds
do
on it.
2-3-2, I guess, maybe on days. Something like that. Yeah. We'll do that. That'd be nice. We wouldn't be able to get it from, I don't think we can afford Russia or one of the English speaking countries. I think maybe the Philippines.
Maybe.
I have an aunt who speaks Tagalog. Maybe she could help us learn the language.
Possibly.
So,
but what I wanted
go ahead. I know I keep interrupting you, but things are coming up, man. They're coming up. We go with the flow here. Especially when you have something in your back pocket, right? You just keep it there. Keep it in the back pocket for when there's a law.
Okay.
But we're good now. Go good. We're good. We're good now.
But the reason that I'm in such a weird mood today is there was a guy who, if it wasn't for him, Ron Bennington and Greg Hughes and Anthony Cumia, this podcast wouldn't exist. And he passed away Wednesday of last week. Right, it was the day after our show. And it was Fez Whatley. If you guys know who Ron and Fez is, they were a XM satellite radio show that preceded or succeeded Opie and Anthony every day at, I think it was noon to 2 or noon to 3 every day. It was noon to 3, because then they would start the replay on 202 back in the day. But Fez Whatley passed away in his sleep, or on Wednesday. Big part of my fucking life. One of the first, how can I put this? Intentionally closeted gay radio hosts, because they used his gayness as a bit on the show for years, and Fez was in on the bit. He knew that it was happening. He was one of the people that made it possible. They used to do a thing where Fez would talk about dating women and being like, I love pussy. And you're just like, you could tell that this dude was as men of a certain age, I feel like we can use this word flaming. He definitely was, but a hero of mine because of how funny this fucking guy was. And I listened today to yesterday's episode of the Bennington Show on Sirius XM, and just I've been in a how can I put this? I've been in a state all day, like just sad. Didn't really want to do anything. Great tribute, by the way, to Fez on the show today or yesterday, because Ron and Fez used to have a cow and chicken-esque opener to their show, and then they would go into The Greatest Show by the Insane Clown Posse as their theme. It's like one of the as their show theme. And then they did George Harrison's "All Things Must Pass Away," which was like made me bawl. And then they did some stuff on. Thank you, buddy, Casey Jones. I appreciate it. Again, if it wasn't for those guys, and I posted it on my Facebook, my personal page, more instead of my comedy page. I should have my comedy page. I have more. I actually have more people on my personal page. But yeah, Fez Watley, Todd, as he was Todd Hillier, was one of my an idol of mine. And listening to the show today, it really like killed me, dude. Like hardcore, really bad.
Yeah, that sucks, man. And it sucks when you're here. Heroes. Okay, real quick, yes or no question. I want a yes or no answer only from you. Am I a hero of yours? Yes or no?
I would say yes.
Damn it, that's not good. All right, stop that shit, because you've been watching the show lately. All Ray's heroes have been dropping like flies. They have. This is the second week in a row Ray's done a moving tribute to one of his heroes. And another one, you know what? And second week in a row, because last week when you said that, I talked about Omar Vizquel and how I feel betrayed because apparently he was all rapey with a bat boy. And Trevor Bauer, who's my favorite Indian, right? So this is what's happened. All mine are turning into degenerate monsters and Ray's dying. So
I've gone through that phase already. Now it's time for my heroes to just die up.
That's true. All the ones that weren't Me Too'd are dying for real.
Yeah. It's so Jody Hamilton, who was the assassin, passed away last week too. But he wasn't like a hero, but he was a great wrestler. But you're like, if in the terms of heroes, you're like, to use a comic book analogy, you're like my Blue Beetle. Like I have an affinity for the Blue Beetle, but I'm not like, oh my god, I need to buy all of their comic books.
You buy my comic book.
What?
You buy my comic book.
I would love to buy your dude. You know what you should do? Idea just came to my head. Lord Thobin comic book.
Who's Lord Thobin?
I'm telling you.
You're right.
He needs to get.
Lord Thobin needs to come back, and once Lord Thobin comes back,
he's a friend of yours. You should tell him this.
Yeah, I know he knows this, but he's gotten too fat, which I feel his pain, and he can't fit into his wizard costume anymore, and he feels embarrassed as people are going to think he's just a fat wizard now instead of just a wizard, and it's going to be a whole thing. So
lean into it, Thobin. Come on.
He's fine. Listen,
I still want to get a Lord Thobin podcast going,
which is crazy because Lord Thobin, like I said, is the most confident being on Earth. Lord Thobin. So the fact that he gives a shit that he's fat is kind of something else. Maybe he's lying. I don't know. Him being,
he's had too many chicken legs.
But if he comes back, there's so much. Yeah, there's a podcast. There's a comic book. There's his stand up. His stand up was great. He needs a full show. I think he'd be killing it at cons. He's done cons and killed it. I've seen it happen. Small cons, but he needs to be a Comic-Con comic. It could be a thing.
I want to see. I want to be the producer of the Lord Thobin podcast and know that I am witnessing greatness every time I press record for Lord Thobin.
Maybe. I wish, man, you know what? Somewhere, I think somebody somewhere has some Lord Thobin videos, but I can't. I mean, the best I could do is send you a picture. I can't of him doing stand up. I don't have any videos.
I remember. I remember the first time I met Lord Thobin. It was at Water or not Water Street Tavern,
Stone.
Stone Tavern. Yeah, I got to meet him at Stone Tavern, and I was enamored by the guy. I was kind of. He has this weird charisma about him that you don't get in a lot of people, and I love how he can be so self-unaware at times. Just a drunken man who's gotten wizard status,
Mm-hmm.
and he loves life. He loves celebrating his own life.
He loves celebrating himself. I don't know if he loves all aspects of life. He loves his own aspects of life. Yeah, and there's a whole deep story there. He's told me some of it before. Like Lord Thobin, like he was a man in the past. Like he was a warrior. This guy's been alive a long time, So he has so many lives, but now he's just kind of like a has-been wizard, I guess. Anybody wouldn't like me saying that, but it's not like he does much anymore. He doesn't do any magic anymore or anything like that. He just does a lot of drinking and making fun of people and having sex with wenches and elf bitches. Half elf bitches is his favorite. So
Half elf, huh?
he likes that half elves. Yeah.
He listens. Does he listen to a lot of Cher as well? Because he likes half breeds.
Honestly, probably. I don't know if it has anything to do with that song, but I feel like he'd be a Cher guy. You know what? True story. I saw him karaoke Turn Back Time before, and he nailed the key change. I can reach the stars. Yeah, he nailed it.
I think Lord Thobin would, if he sings a song that goes, "When I turn back time,
maybe
creepy things happen."
Listen, I told you I wrote the Lord Thobin movie, and it's on me why it's not being made. It's on me.
Yeah, get Jorge to get a hold of
little
Thobin.
tweaks, and every time I think about it, I'm blaming my ADD because every time I think about it, I get stuck. And little tweaks, and then boom, we get it done. Right? Harrison's going to do it with me. It's going to be a whole thing. I want to do it, but why didn't do it for years? I started writing this thing in 2015, so it's a long time coming. It's going to be done eventually, but I got some stuff to fix, and then Thobin's in, so we just got to get it done. We can do it.
You absolutely can.
I sent you the script. You never read it.
I did not.
You asked for it. I sent it. You never read it. So
yeah, because I'm lazy.
But it's and well, there's a lot of grammatical errors. You can laugh at that.
Son of a bitch. The grammatical errors.
What are you gonna do? And
I can't type.
I gotta direct. I do use my phone. I can't type either. Like let's putting in our email address to get the code for StreamYard. I'm like click. Yeah, I use my phone. I write scripts with my phone.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but for me, I mean it's a lot quicker than me trying to type it out. So, and the program is set up. I mean, it's set up for your phone, so it's and it comes out in script format. You have to learn a little bit how to. I haven't quite mastered it, but it's not that difficult.
Casey wants to be in the movie.
This movie, probably not, man. Just because there isn't that many spots. There's only like 6 characters, and there isn't like a couple like at one liner extra roles. And if there is one, I already promised it to Ray. So,
yeah.
Not this one, man. But if I wasn't so lazy, I have a lot of ideas. I'm just a lazy bastard. And I think some of them are really good. My OCD movie, OCD on, I want to do too.
Dion. Is it a Dionne Warwick movie?
No, it's about a guy with OCD who manifests his OCD, his subconscious, as a suave-ish, very loud, very hilarious and articulate black man named Dion. It's his subconscious.
That would be it. I want to see that movie.
I already asked Willis Gordon if he would be in it. He's like, we'll have to read it. I'm like, I just want to know if you'd be interested because I'm writing it thinking of you when I'm writing it. But the thing is, he'd tell me if it came off racist. I don't think it's not supposed to, right? It's a white guy who manifests and they make jokes about it. So if that's weird, then Willis is a writer. He can help me with that if it's a problem with that. Casey, listen, if we were doing a whole thing, a big production, we're gonna need multiple people, I tell you to come on out to Ohio and put you in it. We'll find something for you. And someday I'd like to do that, but that's gonna cost money, so I gotta make some of these shorts for little money or basically no money. And if they're any good, maybe eventually I would love to do that. Do we know a guy? I don't know where this money comes from. Alex the Corville makes a bunch. He's made a bunch of movies. He's made a movie.
I need to. Speaking of Alex, I need to give him credit.
He gets funnier every time I see him.
I was about to say I did make him laugh Mondays last night at the B-Side Lounge, and John Bruton hosted. Shout out to my dude John Brown or John Bruton, John Brown. I like John Brown too, but I love John Bruton more. And crowd was actually really good. Real like it was every seat was filled, which was nice in front of the stage. But fucking the Corville had like a lot of moments where you were like, holy fuck.
Yeah, he figured it out. Like, listen, he's smart enough and he can think of funny stuff. But for the longest time, like he would come up and like, man, this guy doesn't get, but he's figured it out and he's gotten a lot better. And he's made me laugh hard, man. So it's good because I love that because I love that because there's a lot of people that I know that are really funny that started out awful, but well, everyone starts out awful, but I mean, the Corville, I would see him, and then a year later, I see him again, and I'm like, well, he's not figuring it out. Then, like a year or two ago, I saw him, and I'm like, he's figured something out. I think he figured himself out. Like he realizes what he is on stage, and he's figured that out, and he's played into it, and he's written for, I don't know, better for himself. If that makes any sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, Alex the Corville, he acts in a bunch of stuff, and he made a movie called
Pinheads, and
Pinheads is on Amazon.
Science Boy goes to his Science Boy 10-year reunion. Yeah.
I want to watch it. It's getting good reviews from the indie film people, so I want to watch it. So when it's available for me to watch and not have to pay much money, I will watch it. I'm actually looking forward to seeing it. I've seen trailers and I'm like, that looks watchable. I'm going to watch that.
Yeah, man, I'm proud of him. Like last night when he went on, I was mean, I will say. But
you are one of those people. You're one of those people.
I am.
Be mean to people. If they're not being funny, you're just telling them you're an asshole. You know, it's not very nice, but that's right.
I can't remember the guy's name, but his name's like Gallagher. I can't remember his last or first name.
Gallagher? Oh, Brian Gallagher.
Brian Gallagher.
The guitar guy.
I wound up, I just fucked with him mercilessly at the Funny Stop one night while his wife was there, and I was doing it just to be like, because comics
on stage.
No, this was off stage. This was at the bar at the Funny Stop.
Bar at the Funny Stop. Not gonna lie, one of my favorite places on earth. Top 5,
yes,
maybe top 3. It's up there. It's one of my favorite places on earth. So
I cannot wait.
I wish that it was a little, more closed off so we could, because a lot of the time there's times I've been on stage, I'm like, and everyone's talking, I'm like, yep, we're dicks. Because there's not a whole lot going on in there. You just hear a bunch of comics yapping, and I'm like, yeah,
shut the fuck up. That's
I do it too, but that's because it becomes a stress, especially like Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays, like when the weekdays when comics come in for guest spots, and a bunch of them are there, and they're like, I haven't seen you in a minute, and it's awesome. I love it. It's why I get bummed out when I go up there and there's no one there. It's a bummer because I drove up and I'm like, oh shit, man, maybe I'll get to do a set, but like, my comic friends aren't here, so that's a bummer. But when they are, it's great. And that bar gets loud and it's not cut off, so it's a bummer.
Yeah, I wish Pete would put doors up. Like, just screw some doors in, bro. Make it something.
I always really hoped one day he'd be able to buy the bar across the hall and like make it at all.
Oh, that would be fun.
One whole thing, man. Make that like the bar / the green room / everything.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. I mean, if anyone with money came in, they probably try to buy. I mean, I met the guy who owns Red Fox. I don't know if he's gonna say, but I'd say someday that'd be cool if you can get the whole thing. And maybe I don't know. Maybe can find a liquor license if you put a wall in, or maybe I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
I want to
you can't take drinks from one place to the other, but if you could figure that out, it's not a big deal either way, really. But
I want to give Pete like a Sunday liquor license, like the money to be able to buy the Sunday fucking liquor license.
I mean, number one, it may not be available. Every area only has so many. I learned
that's
that
bullshit, though.
No, listen. I mean that area, wherever he is, at Cuyahoga Falls, they may not have one available for him.
Well, that's still one. It's racist. Two, it's bullshit. Because I mean, that man has served. He fought on the Allied side of a Lebanese army. For fuck's sake, Tim is talking to somebody. But yeah, if you're ever in the area, if you're ever in Cleveland area, go to the Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls. It's so fun to be at that place. It's a throwback to the 80s. And one of my favorite places to perform in any part of the United States is Pete's place. Like, to me, that's an awesome place to go. A Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls. This weekend's gonna be so fucking great. Oh, this weekend's gonna fucking rule, son.
Did you hear about the thing you're doing at Tony's shop?
I'm gonna give Aaron
That
Burke
may become
money.
a problem.
What?
It may become a problem. They're not saying, like, they're just saying show up, aren't they? Basically,
No, you have to. I think you have to have a ticket to get in. And I'm gonna give when I go on Thursday, because I'm gonna go to every show. I don't give a shit. I'm just going to hang out and hang out with Aaron, hang out with Anthony, hang out but I'll give Aaron physical cash to go to that barbecue at Tony's place and watch that live and watch that podcast.
You shouldn't have to, man. We should have the entry Tony.
You know what? I don't give a shit. I will pay for this, and
when is
because
this?
it's Compound
Saturday?
Media.
Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday. So I'll wake up at like 11 o'clock and just head down to the place because I think it starts at 1, and I want one thing: the food that Chef Tony makes.
Oh yeah, always.
It's all I
Well,
want.
let's see. Saturday. Yeah, man. We'll see. See how I'm feeling. I might come Saturday and then go to the show Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna go to all the shows. I'm not looking for a guest spot. That's one thing I'm acquiescing to immediately. But just
always,
to hang out.
always looking, but it's usually how aggressively I act. Right.
For
sometimes I'll just be around
different.
and be like, well. Sometimes they don't ask. I'll just be around it. Well, listen, Pete knows if you're there, you want to go up. Like, that's, you know.
This one's different though, because it's a lot of comics. They've got supposedly they've got like a special comic coming in.
Okay.
I
probably don't know who they are. You may, but
I may. Who knows? It may be Doug Bell for all I fucking. They said like a Cleveland comic, so there's only a few.
Howard? Does Howard know those guys?
I don't know, but it might be Chuck Booms. That would be funny.
Did you see Ches Zumach met Ric Flair today on his bike ride in Florida?
Did he?
Yeah, it's just a picture. It's like, hey, look who I ran into on my bike ride. And I'm like, yeah, cool.
That's fucking sweet.
Yeah. Kind of hard for me. I don't know. It depends what kind of mood I was in. If I was riding around and be like, there's Ric Flair. I'm like, do I stop? Like, you know what? Ric Flair, I think this time in his life, he probably wants to meet fans. He'd probably be fine with that, depending on what he was doing.
Yeah.
Obviously.
If he was eating,
outside, I don't know. That's different. But this was just around, maybe. And it looked like it was an okay time to approach him. It probably wouldn't be a big deal.
Oh, hell yeah. And it was funny. My friend Shauna, who I've written an entire chunk right now, and it's actually hitting, which is fucking weird. But I do an entire thing about like people who say they're like Italian and then dating an Italian girl. It's actually hitting, Tim. I wrote a bit. I wrote a new bit.
That's good.
Yes, it's working. Yeah, one of the punchlines is I can speak fluent Jersey Shore now.
That's funny. I'm doing a show with Marty Drexler. He called me the other day, and he's like, "Hey, the Tuscarawas County College Club got a hold of me." He's like,
"Fuck, Marty, you didn't invite me."
They want clean. They want pretty clean.
Oh yeah, I can't
pretty clean. And he's like, "Can you do like 15 of this, and I'll do like 25 or 30?" I'm like, "Yeah, for sure." He's like, "You can do 15 clean." I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "How clean?" He's like, "This is like clean ass." I'm like, all right, I won't do the raper wagon joke, and that's about it, man. I mean, listen, I know Marty's cleaner than me, but my stuff's not. I gotta brushing up the real clean stuff. And I have actually some ideas for some other stuff. Because I work pretty clean for the most part. Not squeaky clean, but PG-13. I'm a PG-13 comic.
Yeah, I kind of have gotten better at telling jokes now. That's one thing I've kind of learned. And like even the structure of my jokes have gotten better. It's hilarious. Brian Kenny, a good friend of ours,
Love Brian Kenny.
said something to me, and it's kind of coming true. Which is I looked at him at a party one time at Cody Cooper's house, and I was like, how do I get better? Because Brian's fucking hilarious. I'm not, he's like just a naturally funny dude.
Big fan of Hannibal Buress, White Hannibal Buress. I mean Brian Kenny. Sorry, sorry.
The White Hannibal Buress. You're not wrong there.
He does have his. I think he's aware. His delivery is very similar to Hannibal Buress.
Oh yeah,
but Brian's awesome. I mean,
Brian,
when we do this show down here, I had Brian. If we do another one, I'll probably have him again because no one was paying attention. And Brian's one of my favorite people that I could afford in T counties. I mean, not T counties, excuse me, Northeast Ohio, for T County.
Yeah, I love Brian. It's actually kind of funny. Him and my one cousin who I'm somewhat close to, they went to high school together.
Okay.
So like, and I love this cat that I'm not gonna give. Sean is his name, but Sean, or no, not Sean. I can't. It's one of the older cousins that I have. Brian is like one of his best friends, and possibly we met years ago, and I don't even realize it, kind of thing, because he might have been at his graduation party. But
before comedy,
yeah, way before comedy.
Yeah.
I was like 12, son.
I have a thing like I told you that with Angel Isaac. I saw him fight long before comedy when he used to fight. Yeah,
that's funny. But yeah, they had that joke about the guy that breaks his leg.
Yeah,
that was my cousin's team. That's like, I was actually at that bar in that we did that show with Brian, and I was texting my cousin going, hey, do you remember this guy? And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. I think Brian got a little mad at me for asking him.
My nieces are sitting on the staircase now staring at me. I don't really know why.
They're like, Uncle Tim, play with us.
We're just listening. Like, listening to what? You're just listening to me talking about nonsense. You don't know what I'm talking about. And they're laughing. Listen, I would show you them if I had permission, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd probably get away with it, but I'm not going to. Maybe next time.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I mean, you hang out at high school football games. That's as far as your pedophilia can go.
This is my number one. Don't be gross. This is my family. Also, I don't have high hopes for the new Philadelphia high school football team this year. I don't have high hopes. They have they play Chardon and Steuben. They have an Ellet. Their schedule's nuts, and I think they're not going to have as much as they did. And they have a new coach, so I don't expect a whole lot.
Oh God, yeah.
So yeah, and they're even expanding playoffs, and I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. So I don't know.
That's interesting.
It's okay. I mean, I might be surprised. My old gym teacher's kid is a quarterback, I believe.
Oh man,
he's 6'10". My old gym coach. Oh, excuse me, gym teacher. 6'10". His wife, I think, is 5 foot maybe. So their kids are like 6'1", 6'2".
I had one of my claims to fame, or like one of my favorite high school memories, is I made like this high pitched noise in my gym class. And the Menor high school coach at the time for football was Mike Trevisano, legend in Northeast Ohio. When it comes, yeah, not Triv, but he kind of looked like.
Who am I thinking? What's the other Trevisano? Is it the one
Mike Trevisano from WTAM? Yeah, it's the same name, but it's a different guy. Person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Different people. Gotcha. Dude, if Triv would have been my high school football coach, I would have played. I would have played high school football just to be around Mike Trevisano.
That guy, he's just, if you don't know, if you're not from Northeast Ohio, he's just a legendary radio guy. And I don't know how else to explain him.
I remember watching him smoke cigarettes outside while I was smoking cigarettes. And I didn't, this is when I was interning at Clear Channel iHeartMedia. And I was so afraid to go over and like start a conversation while smoking cigarettes with him because I felt like he could get me fired. I was like, I don't want my legacy to be, I got fired by Mike Trevisano for saying hi, you know? But I listened to him every day. My dad listened to him and hated Mike Trevisano.
Right.
Hated him.
Yeah, he's a love or hate guy for sure. My grandfather loved him when he lived around here. He still talks about Trevisano. I think he listens to him on the internet sometimes. And he lives in Northeast Pennsylvania now. Anyway, it's a good time. You wanna ask through me, do you want to ask my niece any questions? You have any questions for her through me?
No.
About Uncle Tim or anything? Through me?
No.
She's right.
First of all, they're probably too old for me. Second of all,
that's so gross. That's not at all what I was talking about. You had to make it weird. You acted like it was already weird. No, it wasn't. It wasn't until you made it weird.
I know. That's what happens with comedy. You lean the fuck in.
We got nothing for you. I'm sorry.
No, I got nothing for the Wonder Twins over there.
What do you want? You want to play one of these?
I heard Daddy won't. Oh my God! Don't let kids.
Oh, the one I don't want you to play with. That's fine. You can play with it. It's broken anyway.
Oh my God!
Jake Taylor, dude, they had an Eddie Harris bobblehead night at Canal Park with the AA Akron Rubber Ducks play.
Yeah,
and I didn't go. I would have liked it, but I'm looking on the internet. I'm like, somebody has to be reselling them. I found several for $70.
What?
I know, right? I'm not gonna. You know what they're doing this weekend? Uncle Rico bobbleheads from Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah, and the actor that played him was supposed to be there, but he's not going to be. But they got Efren Ramirez, Pedro. They got Pedro.
Yeah,
we're gonna be at the shows, but we could go see Pedro.
Well, is there like an afternoon game on Saturday or Sunday?
No, it's like Sunday maybe, but he's not gonna be there. He's only gonna be there the one night.
What day is it?
That's Saturday.
No. Yeah, I'll be balls deep drunk by then. Hopefully.
Well, that park is like 10 minutes away from the comedy club.
I know. I've seen it. I like that stadium from the outside. I've never actually been inside.
It's so nice, man. I had so much fun. I'm gonna keep going to games. They're so fun. We'll ask Ava this. Ava, have you been having fun at the Rubber Ducks games? She says yes. Okay. Yeah. No. For sure. I mean, listen, if you want to go this week, we have to ask your parents, but like you go back to school next week, right? Yeah, because they're at home this week. So I'll ask. Yeah, next week. School starts next week. Anyway. She likes to go. So it's fun. I don't drink beer when I take her. It's fine.
By the way, John has a question. Do you need help funding your movie?
You know what though? I always, always, but the short, you know what? I don't need a whole lot for it. It's, a lot of it I can get for free. You know, the actors are going to have to work for free. It's going to have to be, it's going to be food and it's going to be catering is what is going to be the only thing. So I could probably get it done for like $500, so or maybe less. So no, not really. Although I would, eventually listen, if I'm so lazy, I only write things I know I can make myself or can be made. So if I had access to some money, I would write bigger things for sure.
Jorge, I would get Jorge to direct it.
I'm directing this.
Okay, well, to produce it, I guess, and use his equipment.
Oh, he did that for us the first time I made a short. And that short was, listen, I'm happy we did that. It wasn't bad. But we made a lot of mistakes and we know what it was. And this next one is going to be a lot better. Also, the thing was we weren't organized. We didn't have someone a part of it that was very organized, like Harrison Poole. Harrison Poole is going to be like I don't know. He's going to have a lot of jobs on this. And we already talked about it. He's very organized kid and I love him to death. And he's going to help a lot. So he's a film student. He's very organized. Like I said, this is a big deal. So he'll make sure we're all in the right place at the right time, and he'll make sure we do all the things we need to do. But then I'll be able to write and direct it.
And then
I know, right? Listen, I know you said you need help, but listen, always yes. But like, This
We
thing,
need a tip
honestly,
jar. Like we
this
need
thing,
like a
honestly,
Venmo. We need to set up
maybe.
a Bro Plata Venmo and see how many people actually donate.
Yeah.
Like that would be hilarious. All of a sudden, like, oh, we have $1,000.
At,
What?
at Degeneracy is my Venmo. So just go for it.
At Ray Iclack as well is mine. So if you
For,
want to give us like $5 or
what do you need
$10,
the last 4 digits of my phone number? That won't backfire on me. 4101. 4101.
oh god, oh dude,
At Degeneracy 4101. We'll figure it out. Well, if it gets, who knows? Anyway, we love you, and we love you anyway. But someday, the thing is, I have a lot of ideas for stuff, and I love film, and I want to do this, but I'm just fighting other stuff in my head, which sounds like it is an excuse, and I don't like it, but that's an issue. And also, like even with stand up, I've been feeling unconfident ever since they took me off of my ADHD drugs. I need something. I need some ADHD, even if it's something. I need to go back to my doctor and tell them it's a big deal, because they think that I don't do anything because I'm technically unemployed, that I don't do anything. I'm like, that's not true at all. I do plenty. It's just I don't do it when my brain's scattered. Anyway, what's up?
Okay, John, I'm gonna read this. I have a good friend who used to be kind of a big time comedian, but he hangs out with his crazy girlfriend in Arizona. Do you know Doug Stanhope? You fuck. That's Doug Stanhope to a T.
Isn't it? He lives in New Mexico, doesn't? Or is it? No, it's
Bisbee,
Arizona. Yeah.
Yeah. If he knows Doug Stanhope, John, I need to ask you.
He is still a big comedian.
Here's my thing, though, and I'm going to be really nice to John right now. John, if you know Doug Stanhope, please tell him that there's a podcast that would love to have him on and interview him on Bro Plata, because Doug Stanhope is God to me. Like, if I want to give my Mount Rushmore of stand-up
really
comics,
probably not Doug Stanhope, but you are.
It's probably some dude like John Smith. You're like, come the fuck on. But that sounds like Doug Stanhope, because it's crazy girlfriend, which is Bingo, who I've heard great stories about, and I love Doug Stanhope. Who would you say is your Mount Rushmore of comedy?
What is that? 4?
5?
No, it's 4.
Lincoln, Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt. Yeah, it's 4.
Gosh darn. Of all time. Of all time, you mean, or active?
And yeah, he's in Bisbee. You son of a bitch. I want him on. I want him on this show. I love.
There's another comic other than Doug Stanhope.
That's in
Bisbee, Arizona.
I want to move to
knows
Bisbee.
Doug Stanhope. Anyway, no, we're definitely Stanhope fans.
Yeah,
all time. That's not, man. That's so hard. That's really hard, man. It's hard. It's too hard, because listen, there's a lot of deceased comics that you feel like you're being a dick if you don't put them on the list because you have so much respect for them. Let's just do living. I'm gonna do living. Because
for you, I'll give my all time.
Because it's this is rough. Because Bill Hicks is the man, right? And he does great stuff. But do I think it will have him my Mount Rushmore of all time? No, not really. But do I think his stuff is important when he does great? Yeah, absolutely, man. But I feel like if I leave him off, I'm being a dick, right? So okay. Okay, so basically, we're talking people who every time they have a special on, I'm like, I have to watch that right now. Why am I not watching that right now? Basically, Bill Burr.
Okay,
I've talked about on this podcast before, but my love for Chris Rock.
Yeah,
how that's one of the first comics I really saw, and when I saw him do what he did, I'm like, I know I would never do exactly what he's doing, but whatever it is, like that, something like that, my version of that. Whatever is going on, because he was a monster. So Chris Rock, Chappelle, and probably Patton. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Maria Bamford's right up there too.
Yes,
but, that's good enough. That's good.
Mine would have to be
Regan to another right up there.
I like Regan a lot. But mine would
things he does, none of those other people on that list could do.
Yeah,
no. When he does, no, they can't. But also, that's kind of the same thing for like he also couldn't do what Chris Rock does, right? So it's
Mine would have to be Carlin would definitely be top of that list without
he's
a
another
doubt.
guy. One of the first people. Him and Rock were one of the first people I ever saw. Do comedy. It was on HBO or something.
Yeah.
It was him and Rock for sure.
Me and my dad watched I can't remember which Chris Rock one. It was like 2002 on HBO. We watched it because we had HBO for 3 months because we got DirecTV, and it was coming out around that time. I like Chris Rock. He's a funny fucking guy, but like he wouldn't be in my top. I would say he's top 10, but definitely Stanhope would be another one. Bill Burr. I'll throw Bill Burr in, and I'll put this real quick because John gave the name of the last person I would go for. And I'll read his comment. I get that from you guys when we mentioned Stanhope because you both remind me of him, which to be mentioned in the same breath as Doug Stanhope is just fucking crazy. Oh shit!
It, but also it's because we drink too much, isn't it?
Probably. But the last person that I look up to more than anyone else, and I wish he was still alive. And I'll read and my comedian is the great Patrice O'Neal. If it wasn't for him and the Traveling Virus tour, I would not be doing stand-up comedy. If it wasn't for that night back in September of 2006, I wouldn't be at where I'm at. It's I don't know. Patrice to me was great. I think Anthony Cumia got done dirty in the Patrice O'Neal documentary because him and Anthony were really good friends. And I would have loved to have seen Anthony on that Comedy Central documentary about Patrice, just because. And again, and I can't wait. By the way, do you know how fucking mind blowing it's gonna be to hand Anthony Cumia a Sharpie and sign the Traveling Virus ticket?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
To me, it's good. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure. Ticket. What?
You have your ticket still?
I still have my ticket. It's signed by Bobby Kelly, and it's signed by Rich Voss. Those are the two that signed. And
who was all on it?
The night I went, Bob Saget was supposed to be there, but it was Yom Kippur. So he wasn't able to go, but he sent a video message. But the lineup was Rich Voss emceed and did time up front. Bobby Kelly was on there. Bill Burr. And this was right after the Philadelphia incident. 2 weeks after the Philadelphia incident is when I got to see Bill Burr perform. Otto and George, which if you've never seen Otto and George, they're one of the greatest puppet acts to ever exist, ever. He used to do this thing where it was JFK.
That was a puppet act, right? Yeah.
Yeah. He had this thing where the puppet had like a hole in the back of its head with brains like painted and a wig, and it was on a string, and he would reenact the Kennedy assassination and go, "Oh, Jackie, won't you suck my," and as soon as before he got to the C word, the head would fly forward and fucking the wig flew forward and exposed brains and shit. It's such a good funny. Oh my God. And then Jim Norton headlined. I think it was, and Patrice was like, I think the feature act of the evening. He went second to last. And I've never laughed that hard.
That's a great show. The fact that you have gotten a couple autographs on the thing from, I mean, was that different times?
Yeah, it was different
that's pretty
times.
Neat. You're keeping it and you're getting, that's neat. I mean, unfortunately, you'll never get Patrice, but Norton's not impossible, right? And you're going to get Cumia. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, to me, that is what like
It's a pretty neat keepsake.
I was about to say, I'm getting it framed. I don't want anybody. I just want the signatures because it's gonna get framed. Like that's gonna be that thing. Will
get to Ray. It can still frame it. You just can't. The thing is, when you ask not to anybody, it sounds like you're gonna sell it.
Yeah, but I understand that. But I will look anybody dead in the face and go, like, seriously, I'm not selling this bitch. Like, this is a thing I'll hand to my kids.
Because like, my kids will sell it, but I'm not going to sell
No,
it.
I will make sure they have reverence for that ticket and become stand-up comics better than their dad. But
that's not hard.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's just right
that's
material,
cool.
boys.
No, I'm not going to be there the first. If I go Saturday, I'm not going to be there the first day you are there, which that's going to be hilarious. I'm sure you're going to be oozing with.
Oh, Thursday. Thursday, I'm going. Yeah, I'm going Saturday, to all 3 nights.
Are they doing 2 shows? So Friday, Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun. Anyway, yeah, maybe I'll try Saturday. Yeah.
I'll be.
I don't know. Maybe not. It depends what else is going on with me this weekend, Friday or Saturday. But
I would and also John just put up something that I would die if this happened. Imagine being a comedian and showing up at work, walking in and seeing Patrice O'Neal sitting there holding court with other killers. They must have had chills of fear. They were going to be torn apart. If I would have been torn apart by Patrice O'Neal, I would have just fallen to the floor and bowed down.
Yeah, it's one of those things with a badge of courage. Like it's when a couple of my friends, Sean Lynch, Mark Cardano, became members of the Friars Club. I really wanted to go when Rickles was still alive because I wanted him to go in there and I wanted to meet him and I wanted him to call me fat or whatever. I wanted Rickles to make fun of me. That's like,
put down the fork, son.
Yeah, whatever he does, it's like same thing with Patrice. Yeah, and then John did say that. I mean, who else would it be in Bisbee, Arizona? That
he's gonna, dude. He said he's gonna text him, and if he gets that, John, follow us on Instagram.
We're just big fans, and if he, let's see, what does he not want it to be? In a boring interview, we won't make it that. We'll make it what we make it our show where we talk about nonsense and drink. That's what we do. So. That'd be awesome or whatever. You know what? I don't know.
That would be awesome.
Talk about. We don't get. That'd be great. It'd be an honor because we're big fans. So, and we'll try to get Ray to not gush over him too much because he gets gushy.
I know Stanhope would probably be like, "Wow, you really gush over me. How is this? Why am I here?" Oh man, one of my favorite guys ever.
But he's one of the guys I point to when some people say I shouldn't drink when I do stand up. He's one of the people I point to. Did I ever tell you about the dude? I'll say his name, Tom Riccobono in New York. I was doing a show. He's running the show in the Poconos, and I did a couple shows for him. And it was a fun show.
Not Bona.
It's Riccobono, not Riccadonna. Riccobono.
No, so Boner.
Anyway, he's like, hey man, he's funny stuff, but it's like I think you drink too much. He's like, it's one thing to have like maybe one for calm the nerves, but you don't want to drink too. I'm like, I just didn't respond. Like, listen, I knew it was coming from a good place.
Yeah,
I knew that, and I don't think I drank too much in that. I don't think there's a reason that set didn't. I don't think that was it. But I didn't get mad because, like I said, I knew he was trying to help.
Yeah,
but it was weird because it's the first comic to ever say that to me. Only comic to ever say that to me.
Voss did that to me.
Alcohol?
Voss was like, "You're drinking too much." The club owner sees this.
Oh, that's the thing. Well, that's the thing. Pete probably hasn't featured me and shit only because he sees me when I go there. I get a picture and but I don't get hammered.
That's when I bullshit, dude. That's fucking.
He always yells at me for drinking too much. Always.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, but it's like I go up there. I'm funny-ish.
I have anxiety issues, man. That's why I drink. So come on, it is what it is. And I don't get torched before I go up.
No,
I don't have Xanax anymore or Klonopin. So it's for, and so I don't have. Tourette seizures on your stage, man. That's just it's the con the nerve. Yeah, and it takes half a picture for me. It sure does. But
yeah, man. I don't know. hopefully this weekend, because I'm supposed to be working in September, but I don't know when. So
Keep going. I got something to do.
But again, Pete's fun, but it's one of those things where, meh. It looks perfect. It really does. You look like the lead singer of The Used if he abused himself a little more. No, oh God, he's got drink service. What is this? He's got drink service. Look at this fucko. How dare you have you just hand people off, you spoiled child. I have to pour my own drinks, Tim Danko. Your mic's off, but who knows? Oh boy, I had crackers before I came on today, guys. Oh, today's just been a.
I'm just seeing how this works. It's the kind of degenerate uncle I am. All right. Listen,
did you do the get me a drink, a degenerate uncle move?
I said give this to grandma and tell her this.
Is it empty?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Then
almost empty. It may have had a little bit left in there.
Oh no, they're gonna take sips. They're gonna take sips.
No, they know better.
Do they?
I think so. But they, they, that's, yeah. It's just general uncle. But the thing is, I don't drink when I'm not watching them tonight.
Yeah,
my mother is. So like when I go to the when I go to the Rubber Ducks games.
Yeah, you're responsible, Uncle Tim. I
got
mission accomplished.
Grandma's making the drink. Ava, what did she say?
They're your booze courier. What'd they say?
She's like, she just said okay.
Oh, your poor mother. Your poor mother having to deal with you every day.
She's more the bag than I am, man.
This is true.
We talked about this. I'm trying to get her to do tequila quences, but I don't want to. I don't want.
I don't want your mom to die.
Yeah. Either. Hey, is cousin Mike still here or not? Mike, if you?
I don't know. I don't know if Mike's still here.
Because you in or out for tequila quences, man. I think Ray. I think there's 16 teams, so I feel like half the teams should be represented. So I think we should do 4 teams each.
Okay.
But there has to be a team of death too. If we're getting 4 each, it's a team of death.
All right, that'll be the last ones we get.
Okay, and there's also an extra team spot on the wheel, which is good. That means you get an extra team. There's also an extra shot, which that means if you don't win the whole thing, you have an extra shot to do.
Oh God.
Yeah. So there's that. What were we talking about? Stanhope? Yeah, we'd love
Stanhope is God, of course.
He's great. We love him.
Oh God. What are we doing? This is terrible. I had it all set up.
Hold on. Okay. Well, before we go to let me get to the Little League page here so we can tell you which Little League these kids are from when we draw them here. There's 2, like I said, it's 2 double elimination tournaments. And thank you.
Thank you for the booze.
Appreciate it. Thank Grandma too. Thank you.
Thank you for Thank you for giving me booze. Passing out in the basement. It's Uncle Tim, and he's so drunk because he's Tim. Thank you for giving me booze. Oh man. Oh, since you're looking it up, you want to hear my Sting story from fucking Saturday? Because it's actually kind of funny.
Oh, yeah,
I got cocky. I got cocky, son. It was bad. So I this one customer I had a bee's nest in their planter that they had, but they had a faux plant on top of the plant in a planter in a basket. And I took care of that pretty easily. That was nice. But then, Tim, I got cocky.
Okay.
I had too cocky. Way too cocky. Because I went in without any protection on my arms. And all of a sudden, right here on my arm, this exact spot, I feel a needle go right into
how do you know Stanhope? I'm sorry to interrupt your
John,
story.
If you're still here, how do you know Stanhope? Please tell me it's because you sold stuff with him back in the day. I want because he used to be a salesman. So
did you get any of that Sky Mall shit?
Yes. Please tell me he got some of the Sky Mall stuff.
Anyway, Ray, continue. I'm sorry.
But no, yeah, and I let out such a bitchy scream, which was like it was so bad, sir. I got tagged pretty hard by this fucking bee. It was bad. It was a yellow jacket too, so they didn't lose the stinger. Horrible.
That's
just terrible.
Man. I had a wasp on my shoulder the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it left. I was pretty paranoid.
Oh man, I had I've been taking down a lot of bald face hornets nest lately. Those are intense just because like they're massive. I've posted if you go to my Instagram at Ray Highclack, you'll see some of the nests that I've taken down in the past couple days. I took one down, sir. It was this fucking big. Like this long and about this fucking wide.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I saw pictures. Yeah, it's
huge.
Nuts. Yeah.
It was
Look at me go for tips. Look at this.
Huh?
Look at me going for tips.
I like it.
Ray. I'll split them with Ray.
I like it. We need money. We need money, everybody. So Venmo us. I'm going to start putting our Venmo links in the actual description on YouTube. See if how many people actually donate. And you can donate $1. It doesn't fucking matter.
It's great, man. Great for us.
Yeah, just to know you appreciate us.
Now it looks like my name is Tim Venmo.
Tim Venmo. Tim Venmo sounds like an '80s cop movie.
Okay.
When the city can't make it, or he can't make the city sleep. When the city can't sleep, they call Tim Venmo.
All right. Ready to wheel it up? Let's the wheel out.
Let's wheel.
All right. So basically, it's 2 double elimination tournaments, and the winner of that play in the final. So you're one of your 4 teams has to win the whole thing to not drink. They make it to the final. You drink 1. They make it to the consolation game. If they win the consolation game, it's 2. They lose it, it's 3. Then after that, it goes back, and the max is 8. And we're also going to do of our 4 teams, we get judged on whoever does the best. So our best finishing team is how we're going to get judged. And then we're going to do a team of death as well. All right, so shuffle this bad boy.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
All right, who's up? You or me?
I'll bite the bullet on the first one.
All right. Race first 4.
Spin.
And there she goes. And
it's faster this time.
I'll tell you who where they're from and whatnot. They won their states and they won their regional. You know, there's so many teams. They get to win your district, then a state, then your regional. It's pretty tough.
Oh, yes.
Pennsylvania. Look at that.
The great state of Pennsylvania. Home of the Bloodhound Gang and the Pittsburgh Pirates. I like it.
Okay. What? Pennsylvania. That they won the Mid-Atlantic region. They are from Upper Providence Little League in Oaks, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
You have the team that there's first and second place of the region teams in this. So you got the winner of the region. That's a good win. You got Pennsylvania, baby. Good job. Write them down. Pennsylvania.
Oaks, Pennsylvania.
Yes, sir.
See where that's at.
I don't know. Where is Oaks, Pennsylvania?
I'm looking it up right now. It looks like it is probably like 20 minutes northwest of Philadelphia.
Okay. That's not too far from. That's maybe 2 hours from my family lives.
A couple years 7 ago, hours and 4 minutes
from
the
town my family lives in had a representative in the softball college Little League World Series. And that was fun. That's a small town. All right, you took that one off the board?
Yes, sir.
All right, time for my first one. Spinner.
Spin.
Round and round and round.
I'm actually happy the wheel's moving quicker today.
Sure.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
No.
He's got a +1 shot. Oh, he's got to
Well,
do one already.
Don't take that off the wheel. No, I don't have to do any. I don't have to do an extra one if we get the I think the winner, or if I get the death team. Death team is just everything's done and we both have to do 8 shots.
Oh,
But
boy.
other than that, 1 shot. Don't take it off the wheel. That stays on the wheel.
I did not.
All right, but spin again because I need a team still.
All right.
Man, this is gonna be bad. I can already tell.
Oh, please, 1 shot again. One shot again.
No. We're past it.
Okay.
We're past it. We're past it. We're past it.
Oh,
Connecticut. All right.
the great state of Connecticut.
Let me take a look. Connecticut. They came in second in their region.
Okay.
A New England region B. They're the Manchester Little League from Manchester, Connecticut. So,
okay.
All right, boys. You look good in your uniforms there. I like it. Okay, that's my first team, Connecticut.
All right. We'll remove Connecticut from the wheel.
Ray's
and
turn.
let's spin for my second team. Come on, Ohio. Come on, Ohio. I want Ohio. No, I didn't shuffle. Damn it. Okay,
It's
whatever.
Okay. It's shuffle next time. You're right.
Uh-oh. 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 Oregon. Land of Antifa, everybody. I am all for it. The Little League World Series team has their faces covered and have been burning buildings for over 150 days.
They came in second in their region in the Northwest. This is Oswego? Lake Oswego? Is that the name?
Oswego.
Oswego. Okay, thank you. Lake Oswego Little League and Lake Oswego, Oregon. You got they are the Northwest B team. So Oregon. There you go, buddy.
All right, Oregon. Let's shuffle
Hit
this.
The shuffle.
1, 2, 3.
All right, let's go.
And let's spin, bitches. Yeah, I like the fact this is moving fast.
Maybe because there's less. Maybe there's less spots. I don't know.
Maybe
just internet. It probably just internet. It spins pretty quick when the same when I do. No! Oh no!
Oh, you got Jersey.
I don't have to look this up. I actually know. This is Tom's River, the TI. Tom's River, New Jersey. That's where they won a championship way back in the day when Todd Frazier was on that team. I watched that because he's older than me, so I was young when I watched that. And that's Tom's River Little League, Tom's River, New Jersey. Hold on, let me see what they did. They also a B team. They lost their regional. That's okay. Tom's River, the TI. The TI.
TI.
I like it. So yeah, it's Tom's River. There we go. Hey, do you know that the Little League Classic is a game they do? You know that?
No.
They do a pro baseball game. Oh, also going to talk about Field of Dreams. But
yeah, I didn't watch the game, but I heard it was kind of cool.
Dude, it's fucking awesome. Anyway, they do a game in Williamsport, Little League Classic, and the only people allowed to go are like Little Leaguers and their families. It's really cool.
The Indians are playing in that this year, yeah?
Yes, they are. They just showed the uniforms today, and they're doing Great Lakes uniforms. That's the region Cleveland would be in, the Great Lakes region. Anyway, I have Connecticut and New Jersey and an extra shot. Damn it. Okay, Ray, you're next.
All right, let me shuffle. That way, 1, 2, 3. It didn't shuffle. Why didn't it shuffle?
Well, don't.
There we are. 1.
Don't refresh because I think that will take away the whole thing. So
2 and 3. All right,
it's good. Spinner.
Come on, Texas. I want Texas.
I want South Dakota, man. They have a left-handed pitcher who's nasty, or Hawaii.
No. Okay.
Extra team? No.
New Hampshire.
All
right.
Okay, let's take a look. New Hampshire's Little League team. They're in the Tom Seaver bracket. There's 2 brackets. There's Tom
Seaver
and Hank Aaron. So they're in the Tom Seaver.
One's on the right side of history. The other one is
they won the regional. 4-1 in the regional. They won the regional. New England team made regional. They are from Manchester Hooksett Little League in Hooksett, New Hampshire.
Hooksett. Why not Hook Stand?
I can't remember yours already. I can remember mine. So who do you have? You have
Pennsylvania, and then I have
Oregon
New Jersey
and Oregon.
and Oregon. Yes.
Yes. Don't forget all. Yeah. We can't forget these. We don't want it to go back. Who's writing these down? Neither of us. Good. All right. All right. So it's time for my third one. Give it a shuffle. Let's do this.
Let's do it. All right. 1, 2, 3, and spin.
Spinning. She's spinning. You'll
Just keep
spin me
spinning.
right
Just
around
keep
there,
spinning.
right around like a record, baby. Right
Right
around,
round. Oh no!
Ooh,
Oh, you've got your favorite state ever.
It's not, but they won their Great Lakes Regional. They're pretty good. I've seen them play already. They are Taylor North Little League from Taylor, Michigan. I will take them. Thank you very much.
By the way, I need to say something. I'm going to take the wheel off real quick. Taylor, Michigan is an underrated suburb of Michigan. They've got a great flea market. Honestly, when I say this, it's fucking huge. The Taylortown Trade Center.
Huge.
It's huge. I think it used to be an auto plant, and they turned it into this big ass bazaar. My dad bought some Stanley Cup championship stuff back in the day from the Detroit Red Wings at this place. I've seen a couple professional wrestling shows in Taylor, 2 different trade centers, but so fun. So yeah, that'll be a good one. I like it. All right, let's remove.
Hold on, Ray. I already forget who I have. I have Michigan. Let me write these down now. Michigan, New Jersey. What was the first one?
Buck.
Let me look at the. I'll figure it out if I look at the.
You got someplace.
Who had Connecticut? Is that you?
No. Yeah.
Where do you have? Make sure you know.
I have Pennsylvania, Oregon, and New Jersey.
No, I have New Jersey.
Oh yeah, you do. Pennsylvania, Oregon. Oh no.
New Hampshire.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. No, I have. Don't forget them. Write them down somewhere in your phone.
All right. Hold
on. We're already
on.
messing this up.
Do we ever not do that? Tim is New Jersey.
I have Connecticut.
And you have Michigan.
Connecticut, New Jersey, Michigan.
New Jersey, Connecticut, Michigan. And then I have
Connecticut. Okay.
Oregon, Pennsylvania, and then
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. That's it.
Okay, it's your turn, Raymond.
All right, sir. I will spin the wheel and make the deal.
Michigan off the wheel. Yes, you did. Okay.
Yes. All right, and then 1, 2,
we get
3.
One more each. One more each, and then the team of death.
Well, we're at 3 each.
Yeah, we get one more each.
All right. I'm spinning the wheel. Come on, Texas. At least there's decent baseball going on in the great state of Texas. I'm going to get Ohio. I'm getting Ohio. I got the great state of Ohio. Roll Buckeyes all day.
I know this is West Side Little League in Hamilton, which is down by Cincinnati. They win the state championships. They have a Little League powerhouse. It used to be called Hamilton National, but they have a powerhouse. And Great Lakes, they didn't win the region. Michigan won the region, but they got in second place, so they're from Hamilton, Ohio, outside of Michigan. So there you go.
And remove. All right, then we'll do you. 1, 2, 3.
Last one. Here we go. Extra team. Extra team.
Extra team.
Extra team. Come on.
Florida. Damn it. All right, never mind. Oh!
No!
Yes! 2 shots. 2 shots.
My
2
niece is laughing at
shots.
me now. She's right here. She's laughing at me. All right.
You got 2 shots.
Dude, this is gonna kill me. We should have taken that. Hold on. Didn't we say we're maxing out at plus 1 shot?
I guess.
Yeah, I am saying that now because I got. Yeah, I know, but it's. I feel like
Your niece just bitched you out. I
she
love
did,
it.
but I feel like plus more than 1 is gonna be a problem.
Well, we can space it out, and you can do it over episodes. It's fine.
Fine. Spin me again.
All right, hold on. I got to make sure we don't have
This is
any
gonna
new
be so.
comments.
You don't have to drink a bottle of tequila on the show. I'll die.
Oh boy. All righty, we're gonna shuffle once, and then go from there.
I can farm some out to my cousin Mike.
Ah.
He'll do them for me if I get too many.
And worst state in the union, California.
This is an LA County team, I believe. Torrance.
Oh God. So they're I was gonna say, so they're stealing everybody's equipment.
Man, I don't like my picks, honestly. They're yeah, so I have Torrance Little League, Torrance, California. Okay. We got them. That's my 4. Your 4 are
my 4 are Oregon, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, and Ohio.
my 4. Well, hold on, I'll write yours down. Hold on. What are they again?
Oregon, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, and Ohio.
PA. Hold on. PA. New Hampshire. New Hampshire.
And then the Buckeye State. So I have to actually root for Ohio now.
Okay, mine are Michigan, New Jersey, Connecticut, and California. Only one of my teams won the regional. I think most of yours did. So there's that. Okay, so let's pull off one shot. Well, California, get rid of that.
All right.
You just get rid of one shot and extra team.
All righty. Extra team, since that is no longer viable.
Give it a shuffle. And this is going to be the team of death. If this thing wins the whole thing, Ray and I both have to do 8 shots.
Oh, God. 3 and
plus the max here is 8 shots for both of us. Max is 8. So we can't do more and it will die.
Is this you or me?
This is both of us. Louisiana.
Oh, Jesus.
Louisiana is our team of death.
All right. So
Louisiana, man, you know what? Hawaii, I think, is like the favorite. Neither of us got a Hawaii, so that's not great. Let me take a look at where's Louisiana. They're in the Tom Seaver bracket. They won the Southwest Regional. They're from Lafayette, Little League, and Lafayette, Louisiana. So they're probably good. So if Lafayette, Louisiana wins the whole thing, we're gonna have a bad day.
Yes. All right.
My niece just says, yes, you are. She doesn't quite understand what we're doing, but she knows, well, listen, maybe she does a little bit.
Well, she's seen you, so.
Yeah, she's seen this family, so.
Those were our new hashtags.
This isn't really that fun. Contest. Like, I don't think there's anything. I'm doing it right now. No. This, if I lose, which I'll tell you the episode. You ask your parents, they can watch the episode, because most likely, unless one of my teams wins the whole thing, we're going to have to do something. And I have to do plus 2
shots.
Plus 2? Max is still 8.
2?
Max is still 8. I can't do more than that. Yeah, Max is still 8 no matter what.
Yes. So that's an interesting way. I've never been into the Little League World Series, but now I'm gonna have to follow it. Thanks, Tim.
In 2 days, I think.
Can you tell me what Pirates manager hit a home run in the Little League World Series?
Nope.
Lloyd McClendon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Derek Bell played for the Pirates too at one point, didn't he?
Yeah, he played in the Little League World Series.
He played
in
the Little League World Series. Michael Conforto, who's in the league now, he plays for the Mets.
Well,
you missed earlier when I found out that there are 2 Hunter Renfroes.
Really?
Yeah. There's one, Hunter Renfroe, plays for the Las Vegas Raiders. He's a wide receiver. There's another one that's an outfielder for the Red Sox.
Interesting.
Yeah. One spells it with a W at the end, one spells it with an E at the end, but two Hunter Renfroes.
Hunter Renfroes.
So Renfroe. Hey,
You want to talk?
You being here is weirding me out. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why. It shouldn't be. I feel like I can't say anything bad because you're sitting next to me.
Yes, that's why I'm here.
Dirty
Uncle Ray is here.
Swears because you're right here. The word swears, yes, but not an actual swear. You know what I'm talking about.
Uncle Tim watching his fucking language. I love it.
You can watch the podcast.
No.
Just ask Grandma to put the podcast on. Put it on my. You can watch it on my TV, on YouTube, on my TV, on the TV.
She'd rather just stare at you and make you feel awkward.
What? All right.
Oh man.
What are we talking about? Fights? I talked about fights some.
Did you?
Yeah, but we can get back into it. Cannoneer will be fun.
Yeah, the Cannoneer Gaslam fight I'm looking forward to the most, just because both guys are explosive, and I'm picking Kelvin just because he has one of my favorite MMA fighter songs of all time, and I love Cheetos.
I'm picking the Cannoneer because one of the things they followed him around. He went to his kid's school, and one of the kids, not his son, asked Cannoneer who the best fighter in the UFC is, and he's like, "I am." And the kid's like, "No, you're not." And he just stares at this like 7-year-old kid and goes, "Yes, I am." Yes, like the death stare.
What an ego on that man.
That should be the answer, right? If you're an active fighter in the UFC, that should be the answer. I am. But just the fact that he's just like, I thought he was gonna go throw hands with this little kid.
2-piece and a soda.
But I already talked about the Mark Manson Clay Guida fight, but this is interesting.
Yeah, that's John 209.
You text Stanhope yet? Now I'm obsessed with having Stanhope on the show.
I want to hit him up on Instagram, even though I don't think he runs his own Instagram. So yeah, I still haven't hit up Bobby Kelly. I should.
I love that blog he posted years ago about how he's so anti-comedy classes.
Yes,
people will pay a lot of money for comedy classes, and like the people that
dumb.
I'm not going to say that they're not going to help you if you're starting out, because they'll help. Because if you show up with nothing, at least they'll give. But as you go on, you'll probably realize that some of the stuff they taught you isn't for you, and that's fine. But it's probably giving you the confidence to go up for the first time, which that helps, sure. But you're paying people so much money, and what Stanhope says, and he said it through that blog. If I don't know if it's still up, but he kept saying the comics are at the bar.
Yeah,
which is fair. He's like, buy us a beer.
Yeah,
we'll tell you, like, that's not everybody. Not everybody is that open. Like, wants to talk to people about that. Not everybody's like that, but Stanhope obviously is.
Chili Chalice, R.I.P. to Chili Chalice.
Chili was the man. I love Chili.
He
was so cool. He had a class, but
Milton Wiley said it best with his class. He goes, "I can teach you how to write or I can teach you how to do things, but I can't make you funny."
Yeah.
And it's a true.
Chili used to write for Jay Leno. Like, he's a writer, so he can teach you like what makes something funny and how to write a joke, or at least help you how to write a joke. But then eventually you have to figure that all out on your own.
Yeah.
Because everyone's different. I mean, look, like, it's like a comedy class. You think anyone who's doing comedy can teach you to be either Stephen Wright or Brian Regan or Chris Rock. Like, those are three. They all do the same thing, but they all do completely different things, right?
Yeah.
So you say you can teach you to be. You can't. You can just, like I said, I think it just gives people confidence to get up for the first time, which is good. Listen, if you want confidence to go out the first time, go to some open mics. Like, that's how you do it, man. I didn't want to until I saw the open mic at the Funny Stop, the amateur contest, and the next week I came and I did it for the first time. When you only see comics who kill, you think I'm not like am I going to go from not doing it at all to that? No, of course you're not. But you have to see other people also just learning. And you're like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm not the only one. And then you go up again.
I despise comedy classes, but I have a reason for despising comedy classes. The one of the former managers of the Improv, and I think he's a manager at the Chicago Improv now. His name's Dave Swenson. Great guy.
No, Dave still does his thing, I think. Doesn't he?
No, I don't think he does. He performs anymore.
But he still does his class.
Yeah, he does, and I feel bad for those people that are doing it. I love Dave to death, but like they get the. Do you know how many fucking people I have met at open mics who are like, yeah, I did the Dave Swenson thing.
Marty
And then they go to like LVT or like another open mic, and then their egos are just shattered because they think they have material and nobody's laughing, and they quit.
Well,
so fucking many.
I mean, it can't teach you what comedy really is. And
yeah,
like, Ray and I both could teach one of those classes right now. One of those.
Oh yeah,
we could. And basically, someone said to me, Mike Veteman did a class, and he died right before I started doing comedy, but I hear only great things about the guy. He was great. And one of his good friends that he willed all his material to was Tom McCune, who lives by me down here. And I've done a lot of shows with Todd. I love Todd. But he said before, he's like, I might get Comedy 101 started again, because he said, willed me that name too, because he used to do a class. And he's like, would you want to help me? I'm like, yeah, sure. But the thing is, if I did, it would just be like, I can teach you like what not, some things, bad habits. I'll tell you some stuff is bad habits you shouldn't do. And maybe I can help you write jokes. But like, I mean, really? I could say maybe I'm like, you need to be more confident or something like that. But really, you just figure it out by doing, because everyone's different. You can't teach. I don't know how many people try to teach everyone in like the same little box. So you can't.
Yeah,
you can't. But the thing is, I think it's mostly for people who want to go and they're nervous about it, so they want confidence to go up. They'll feel confident if they do class, and I understand that. And people, you know what? Comics take money from those people. Ray DeVito's doing a class now, and Ray's a funny guy. He's a funny guy, and that Carter kid's doing his class. Carter's really funny too. But
Carter Doherty's doing a comedy class.
I think he did DeVito's.
Oh, okay.
But and I like Ray DeVito. I'm not giving him shit for doing. I'm not at all. Because Ray's been around, and he'll teach you shit. I'm not completely anti comedy class, but there are some people that I'm like, I feel like Ray's going to be honest about what he's going to teach you.
Autistically honest.
Right. About what he'll teach you. So and Ray's fun. I thought I was going to work with him. I like him too. He's real fun.
Ray's great.
And he does weird stuff that I think is great. He had a super funny bit about William Taft. I thought it was great. He's just he does a lot of weird out of the box stuff, and it's great. He's like, if you thought any president was going to get stuck in a bathtub, he figured it'd be the paralyzed one. Something like that. I know, it was funny. I don't know if he does the bit, but he was working on it when I heard it. Anyway,
I want to bring this up. And John 209, it goes to our conversation right now about comedy. Material means nothing if you because there's an exclamation point. If you deliver like Norm Macdonald, that's bullshit.
It's never. I know what he's saying. Because if you and I did Norm Macdonald shit our own way, it'd be weird.
Right? Tim Danko, he's a great guy, but he can't go around playgrounds. That's
the point is, it's and the thing is, he really does have great material too. So
he has fucking great material.
But there is some stuff that's yeah, that's probably true. It's always the most fun. The third hour of our show is always the best, because we're drunk and I don't know what the hell's happening, and it's always the best. I have to get Hero of the Week still. We'll get to that anyway.
Yes.
I might have to pee before that, but
I was about to say I need to pee myself. So how about you go pee?
No, you go pee, because I'm talking about comedy right now.
All right. Then
pee.
I will press the pee break button. And Tim Danko, the floor is yours.
Okay, so what was the comment? The comment was, it doesn't mean material means nothing. This the thing. It's like it's really more than two sides, but it's kind of like right, your writing and then your performance, right? Your stage presence, all of that stuff, right? Some guys, I think I talked about him before. This one guy I know, I don't want to, I may have said his name on here before, but I don't want to say his name because I don't want to think him to think I'm talking shit about him. But he's not a super strong writer. He's a guy we worked with a lot. We work with a lot, and I love him. But he may be the best on stage of almost anyone I know. He's amazing on stage. He's not a super strong writer, but it doesn't really matter because it's just how good he's. If he was a strong writer, he may be the most famous comic in the world. Like he is so amazing on stage, and his stuff is just like, eh. Like if you read it on paper, you'd be like, eh. Like there's not a hard punchline there or anything. Regan is another guy. If you read Regan's stuff on paper, it wouldn't, be like, okay. But then there's guys like Stephen Wright, right? He would just, or joke guys, one-liner guys, joke guys. And his stage presence, I mean, he figured out how to deliver his stuff, but his stuff just pops off the page, right? It's like just two parts. Everybody has to be either 50-50. I don't know. I guess you could say the best guys are 50-50, or maybe even, just, I don't know. Guys like Burr, amazing writers and amazing performers. I'm not saying some of your favorite comics aren't amazing performers. I guess I just say the joke writing kind of picks up on that. I don't know. I think you kind of understand what I'm saying, right? Me, I think I'm more of a performer than a joke writer, although I think I'm a decent joke writer. I'm just a lazy joke writer. Ray, I don't know what Ray would say. I don't think any of Ray's jokes pop on paper. Some of mine do, I would say, because there's some that I'd maybe have some punchlines. If you read it, you'd be like, oh, okay, because I could write. I think I could write as well, but the performing is definitely my favorite part. That's really fun. And it's an issue with my ADHD not having medication. I keep complaining about that, but I got to get to the doctor and get something. Nothing for nothing else, my confidence, because it's been shot ever since they took me off my ADHD medication. Anyway, but yeah, it's there. It's like there's the rating and the performance, and you gotta put them together, and there's those two things. But okay, it's what John said. I can't pull it up, but Ray will later. I'm not saying Norm doesn't have a lot of material. He's one of the greatest ever, in my opinion. But he can make me laugh nonstop by reading the weather. Yeah, and that's the thing. He does have good stuff, but yeah, his character and delivery. That's the whole thing, man. That's another thing. Like I know some guys that were doing a free class for a while that are smart dudes, and I would listen to what they're saying. They're just trying to help people, right? But some people who are taking money for people for classes, they're not teaching a whole lot, man. Maybe if anything, they're giving you the confidence to go up for the first time, and that's a lot. That's a lot because it's hard. The first time is really hard, so it's a big deal. But it's some guys have great character, and me, I'm inconsistent with it because I don't go up enough. And like I said, when you are someone who takes medications, it's like you have to relearn how to be yourself. It's weird, like, and it's weird to explain it, but yeah, there's some issues that I had to fight with it, but I love it. I haven't done it in a minute, and it sucks because I love it. But yeah, Norm's a killer. I love Norm. But yes, I understand his character is so good. And there's like Chris Rock. Chris Rock, when he works on shit, he will take a notepad up. I think this is true, and just like read. Like he'll be like, "What else? What else?" And it's like bring up a topic and not really perform it because he's like, "I'm Chris Rock. I can make anything funny," which is true. So he wants to make sure the material's good. So he just kind of phones it in when he works on shit to see what has legs, and then he eventually writes the joke and then performs it the way he performs, which is smart because like, he's right. If you say, "Oh, it's Chris Rock," he can do. There's a comment there, but yeah, that's yeah, it's true. I mean, listen, there isn't anyone who doesn't have good character. There isn't, but I guess what I'm trying to say is there's a billion different ways to skin a cat in this case, and if Stephen Wright did Regan's act, Brian Regan, it would like if he's trying to do one-liners out of his shit, it wouldn't go well, right? It wouldn't be anything. And if Regan just tried to do one-liners, I mean, he could do it, but it wouldn't be Regan, wouldn't be right because his stories and the way he does things is fantastic. I'm stumbling over it, but I'm making good points, but I'm stumbling over it.
Yeah, and then John 209 also says Norm also has one advantage very few white comedians have, and that is he looks funny, which is true. Like skinny Chappelle and skinny Chris Rock were they just looked funny. I wouldn't say Chris Rock looked funny. He looked more. Chris Rock in general looked natural on stage. It's you look at him and you're like, I want to be that guy.
Gaining weight, I've learned that like, even though I'm performing things the same, it's not the same. It's weird. Because I used to be just a goofy looking guy, normal sized guy, and then I got fat. That's different, right? Because I am high energy on stage probably because of the ADHD. So me as a fat guy like this, it's just different. It's weird. So I had to adjust, and it's like actually the way I perform stand up makes more sense if I'm a cleaner cut person, probably who's just a goofy dude. I think, but it shouldn't really matter. But I feel like when I look at videos, I get more sense then. But it's still me, So
I saw something today before when I was setting up. I was watching The Office.
I have to urinate.
But I'll hold off the story while we wait for you. So Tim Danko's gonna go pee. I want to take this opportunity real quick to thank all of you for being a part. Oh God. For being a part of the Bro Plata family. We appreciate every single one of you for joining in on a conversation. Share the videos out. Get word of mouth started on us. And let's read this. Look at crackhead Chris Rock from Juice or whatever movie he was in with Ice-T. He looked funny. Yeah, but that goes to more charisma, though, John. Like, I always love talking about professional wrestling when I talk about comedy because it's pretty much the same thing. If you have a guy who, looks like you can beat him up in the streets, but he cuts a promo, has confidence, has the ability to deliver and entertain you through the words and make you believe like a Chris Rock, then you're going to do fucking amazing. There is a weird thing to comedy where like confidence goes way further than anything else. I mean, I've seen comics who you go, how the fuck does this human being like actually get themselves on stage every day, and just the confidence that they have is admirable. John Tim brought up this. Look at crackhead Chris Rock from whatever movie he was in with Ice-T. He looked funny, yes, but looking funny and being funny are two different things, in at least my world. I don't know about you. God damn it, Tim, you fat fuck. Stuff in your face. Making yourself. I can't even be mean. I wanted to be such an asshole to you.
I'm doing it because I'm drinking. So, you want to. This podcast to make sense, kind of.
Oh, I'm making there's like some microwavable chicken nuggets and stuff in my mom's refrigerator. I am making those before I pass out tonight.
Do you know Matthew Broussard?
No.
He's very funny, but he's gorgeous, man. He's a really good looking guy. He's like he looks like a prom king. He does, but he's legitimately funny. And he does make fun of himself for looking like he does, but that's one of the things. Like, he doesn't look funny. No, he looks like the guy you're like, fuck this guy. Right? Guys like us automatically be like, fuck that dude. Right? But he's hilarious. He's legitimately funny. So I was saying that looking funny. When I told my father I was doing stand-up comedy, he looks at me and he goes, we look funny. You look like a comedian. That's what he said.
My dad actively, when I was like 18, tried to get me to not do stand-up comedy. Like, he hated the fact that I was doing stand-up. But at the same time, I do well now. I was destined to do this shit. Like, it's disturbing how, because I don't think we've ever talked about like our journey to being stand-up comics.
Oh gosh, we
But
have to.
I mean, I'll just give this little anecdote. The house that I'm sitting in right now is where I really discovered stand-up comedy at 6th grade. I had just come home from. Do you guys have police athletic leagues down there?
I don't think so.
Okay. PAL leagues are basically like city leagues, but like inter-city league kind of stuff. Almost like what's that word? Intramural sports for different people, right? And they used to put on dances as like fundraisers to pay for equipment or pay for jerseys, all that kind of stuff.
I'm just looking at John's comments here. You're
Oh, I know. I've been reading them.
you're saying you're gonna put
Me and him were talking about, or me and him were talking about.
It doesn't count as a triple if no one else is playing. That's the thing. Like if I went to a ball field and hit a ball and it's ran to third, it doesn't count as a triple. Yeah, so yeah, that's not as triple.
I have no idea what D-Rest is talking about, but maybe our audio is a little high. I have my thing at the lowest setting. I'm just loud.
My settings are on automatic. It's supposed to fix.
Whatever.
I don't know, man. I mean,
could be worse.
Every once in a while, I think I have the mic a little too close. It's fine.
Yeah,
but it's still supposed to adjust. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Mine is just a standard like radio mic, so it's supposed to be like studio quality. But
I blame StreamYard. I blame StreamYard.
Probably StreamYard. We need to go to like Orange or whatever other fruit-based one. Oh, but I was gonna tell you, I heard a joke before I was
born.
No. Because even then I didn't hear any jokes. It was just a disappointment. Well, yeah, it was like it's never gonna get bigger. That's what the guy that performed the surgery told me.
Gotcha.
But Comedy Central plays The Office. I did notice a problem with the volume. I thought you guys were drunk and on different levels. It could be.
Well, again, who sounds louder? Is it Ray? Because Ray just talks loud though.
Yeah, I
noticed that too when I listen, but I chalk it up for Ray just being a loud person.
I'm like a Polish gypsy, so yeah.
Mine is on all my settings are on this automatic through StreamYard, which means it does.
Yeah, you sound good to me. So yeah, it's probably me.
So do you. You sound good to me too. But I just
thank you.
That is true. You are usually louder than me when I listen.
Yeah.
But and when I get too close, I crackle. So that's why I try not to do that. No, I like to get it right, but like I said, I don't think there's anything we can change because mine's on it's on automatic. So
and honestly, I'm gonna say this. I think if we ever get to the point where we can buy ourselves a studio,
again, my Venmo's right there. If you guys want it fixed, help us hire someone to fix it.
I think honestly we should get nice boom mics, like studio quality boom mics, but keep our microphones that we have and just plug them into like the thing.
Well, really super nice. I mean,
D-Rest, here's the thing. If you're talking about, I'm kind of a big dill, which is on my personal YouTube page. Just search out Ray Hyclak, Hyclak. I was screaming that night. I for some reason like to scream.
Like most people would say I'm a loud person, but you're much louder than me, which is
I am.
Like like I said, my people say, "Oh, you're being slow," but I think a lot of that's the ADHD. However, you're much louder than I am. You're a very loud person.
I grew up in a very loud family. Like I'm Italian family adjacent. Like I just constantly I'm loud. And I'm glad I popped you on that. I saw the head go back. I'm like, yes.
That is funny. Adjacent, that's funny. Like Italian, but it's close enough.
Yeah, pretty much. I talk with my hands every once in a while. I'm loud as fuck. It's kind of funny.
Yeah,
Shauna,
that's what I said with John. Ray is, number one, always tell us because we don't hear it and we don't have anybody else helping us. So if you guys
this
could
is
tell
true.
us, that'd be
This
great.
is very
But
true.
we appreciate it. Yeah, Ray's always louder, but I think Ray, like I said, Ray's just a louder person.
Yeah, I'm a loud guy.
And yeah, I think for the most part, it's not too bad.
Oh, but what I wanted,
Sinbad loud. That's funny.
I will say this. I heard a joke on the
Seriously
Office.
though, how do you know Stanhope? You tell us that yet?
Yes, I want to know how he knows Stanhope and I want Doug Stanhope to be on this podcast without more than I want to breathe.
That's all I want now. That's all I want now.
But I was watching The Office on Comedy Central while I was taking my nap, and I can't remember what Michael's girlfriend's name is, the blonde that he Beth, I think it was.
Not an Office guy.
And The Office is pretty fun. I like it. It's dry enough where I can really go for it.
I had years to watch it on Netflix. I only got through 2 or 3 episodes. However, I'm a Parks and Recs guy, and if you only said 2 or 3 episodes of Parks and Recs, I'd be like, "Oh, you got to keep going," So
I've only watched like maybe 4 or 5 episodes of. I know the Beehole problem or disaster. They had an episode
Parks and Rec.
Yeah, where it was the Beehole thing. It was like, John, don't say anything about my Beehole.
I don't remember. I mean, I know them all. I just can't think of what you're thinking of.
But on this episode, Beth, the girlfriend of Michael, talks about her favorite comedians, and can you name who or funny people that she thinks is funny?
I can't remember. I don't know the character, but I'm gonna take some guesses. Kathy Griffin.
No.
I don't know. Rosie O'Donnell. Are they women?
No.
I don't know.
No. One's a man.
One's a man.
And this is why the episode does not age well.
Oh, Bill Cosby.
Yes. It was literally the first person she mentioned was Bill Cosby. And I'm like, oh, that doesn't age well. Jesus.
It's so weird. Like the super clean comics are like the ones that are super weird. Like Cosby and what's that guy's name? That Champ guy, you know what I'm talking about?
Let me from 30 Rock.
No. Oh, I dropped my sunglasses. There that goes.
He dropped himself some cheap sunglasses.
Champ. No, what is his first name? Will? No, it's like Champ comedy.
I don't know. The only champion I know is the guy from 30 Rock.
Vince Champ.
No, never heard of him.
Oh, okay.
Was he the rapist?
Yes, sir.
The multi-state rapist. I've heard of him.
Yeah, he was a super clean comic, which is why in the 90s he got all these college gigs. He was perfect for college gigs. Mm-hmm. Then there was I wish they do a documentary or some sort of movie about how they figured that out. Because in the 90s, with the internet wasn't like much of a thing. Where they finally figured out that he was the suspect, he was the guy, because they started correlating without the internet all these rapes,
places he was at,
campuses, and his description with his tour schedule, and apparently he also made all his victims pray with him afterwards. He was a strange dude. But Vince Champ, if you look him up, I think there's a clip of Rosie O'Donnell introing him in a show, and he's clean. He's real clean. He's real smart. He's a good comic. He's a solid comic, but he's also a monster. So
I just found the Opie and Anthony episode because I remember them talking about Vince Champ on their thing. John just answered our question, by the way. My wife used to be good friends with Bingo. That's how I met him. I just have to approach it right so I don't look like a jerk off. Agreed. Yeah, we don't want you to but just mention the fact that there's a podcast that wants them.
Do it at your own speed.
Yes.
Say hello first, man. And maybe hey man, there's some There's a guy like an unknown podcast that I check out sometimes. I think you guys would really mesh well. Or they'd be really, if you guys have fun together, if you popped on there and they're big fans of yours. Whatever you want to do it, however you want to do it. Just feel like you guys would be a good fit together. It'd be real fun or whatever. Just ease into it. We don't want you to overwhelm the man. Like we said, we're huge fans. We really are.
Huge. One of my first stand-up specials that I can really remember was the one where he had the Liberty jersey, and he talked about like pharmaceuticals, and he was like, "All right, they're gonna start piss testing in the for adrenaline in the workplace. It's getting so boring."
Tell him we just named an episode Degeneracy 101. Like,
yeah,
that. He's also honestly one of the guys that I'm like, you can just hone in your issues. Just like you get him like this, and you use it as like, I don't know, fuel to be funny. And I don't know. I love that bit when he does. I'm gonna pour more funny down my throat, and he chugs a beer. Or whatever. Like that. That's when I saw him. I'm like,
that's the same special.
Okay, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And all the specials are like the ones I've seen at least are like, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, I'll say it this way: cheap. But you know what I mean by cheap? Like, not like more like gorilla. Gorilla is a good way to say it. They're like gorilla.
John, I can't remember what her name is. Why can't I remember the retarded cousin's name on the Facts of Life? Fuck.
I don't know.
That used to be. Did you have? I don't know. Since you have ADD and OCD like I do. You possibly had a morning routine. Like, did you have a morning routine before school? Like, you woke up at 6 a.m. You did this.
I did. Yeah.
You ate cereal while watching this on television.
I did. This is when my mother was a saint. She made me breakfast in the morning.
Oh, my dad would. My dad would wake me up at 6 a.m. every morning.
What do you want to eat? Yeah.
It would be cereal every morning.
Start crying. Yeah.
I would never cry. I puked one time at a bus stop, but that was about it. I don't know why I puked. I just threw up.
No. I said no. That I'm saying right now, thinking about it. Anyway, but that, and then I would eat, and I think I'd watch television. I eat, get dressed, eat, watch
Jerry. It was Jerry,
TV.
By the way. That was the cousin's name on Facts of Life. Was Jerry. That's it. Okay, sorry.
I watch like 15, 20 minutes of TV. Then I go to the bus, which I had my driveway where I live. It was like, it took me like 10 minutes to walk down my driveway to the bus stop. So it wasn't like the bus is right there. I had to walk down and wait for the bus there because we had a long driveway. So I think this is what I remember. Yeah. Get dressed, eat, TV, and then go to the bus stop.
Yeah. I remember exactly what I would watch.
Yeah, me too.
What would you watch?
There's some cartoons. The one I remember is that shark cartoon, like that shark human cartoon. Remember that one?
Skate Sharks?
I don't know. Is that what it's called? They were
Skate Sharks.
Yeah, there were sharks. Some people. I had some of the action figures too.
Yeah, Skate Sharks. Yeah.
That one. Yeah, that
Street
one.
Sharks. Street Sharks.
Street Sharks. Okay, and then later on, it was music videos.
Yeah, I did that every once in a while to like move everything.
I remember first time I saw a fastball the way. I remember that was in the morning.
It was Jerry Warner, by the way, not Jerry Jewell.
Coheed and Cambria. The first time I heard Coheed and Cambria was that Red Blood Summer. Is that what it's called? Red Blood
Summer? Red Summer. Yeah, I'll get you.
Yeah.
Love them.
That song. We should, they're playing the day after your concert, right? So I'm like,
I don't remember Battle Trolls, by the way. Battle Trolls was a thing. What'd you say, Tim? Sorry, I was looking at Casey.
Coheed. I'd like to go see Coheed in the U's.
I've seen Coheed twice. One was at Rock on the Range 2010, and the other one,
I think you have to go to a Coheed show to get the real experience.
Oh, Coheed shows are so much fun.
Yeah. I told you I was going to go to that Bowling for Soup show. I don't think it's going to happen now.
Aw.
Because I'm doing something else.
Ooh, what are you doing? Getting laid?
No, my buddy, my buddy Cameron, who we share nieces. He's my brother's lady's brother. He moved from Washington. I told you about him. He moved to Washington. He's like, I keep saying to him, like, dude, let's do a road trip, man. We get some time off. So he's requested a weekend off, and it's that same weekend. So, and he's like, I don't know where to go. He's like, what are you going driving? He's like, we can go Friday, we can stay Saturday, Sunday, come back Monday. Where do you want to go? So that weekend, you know me, the first thing I go to is baseball and rock and roll. That's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to baseball and
should go to the Indianapolis Indians game.
Well, you know what? AAA. We're thinking about the same thing. The Columbus Clippers.
I've never been. I've seen their stadium. Never been.
You know what? I've never been there either. I go to plenty of Rubber Ducks games. I haven't been to anyway. Oh, I'm doing something else in Columbus too. We were gonna do that, but the time didn't work out. We're doing something else.
Go to the art museum too.
No, we're
gonna recommend the art museum.
No, we're gonna see the Crew.
Nice.
Yeah, play Cincinnati. That should be fun. They have a new stadium. Nice. It should be fun. Anyway, Columbus Crew soccer. Anyway, excuse me. The Clippers, AAA. They're playing in Nashville that weekend. So I'm like, let's go to see a Nashville and Columbus play. Then we'll do other stuff in Nashville. So we're gonna go to Nashville. 7-hour drive from us.
Yeah,
not too bad. So yeah, we're gonna do Nashville that weekend. And we're trying to. Excuse me, I keep burping. Hold on.
Oh God. Well, you're.
Excuse me. Anyway. What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm looking for other stuff to do. I'm like, there's a billion concert venues, and I haven't talked to him about it yet because he still has to get the days off for sure. But Three Doors Down and Seether are playing in Nashville that Saturday.
I'll tell you, listen, as soon as you finish your thought, I have a Three Doors Down story.
When I first heard Three Doors Down, I'm like, I've seen them before. I'm like, they have good tunes. It's a sing-along band. It's fun.
I'm a loser.
Yeah, but I really like Seether. But so anyway.
I've seen Seether 3 times.
Yeah, I've seen them.
I saw him at the Rib Burn Off twice.
Yeah, we talked about this. Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah,
I've seen
Rock on the Range
too. Yeah, Three Doors Down once, and they're not very exciting, but they have a lot of sing-along songs. So
I was about to say I would just go for the songs. I wouldn't go for the energy.
No. Seether is the but if they weren't with Seether, it'd be different. But I'm like, Seether's great. I actually think it's kind of odd they're touring together because I don't. But I mean, Three Doors, they do have good songs.
It's around the same time.
Was just like a local cover band who had a couple originals who just kind of got big. They just kind of got caught. Someone signed them, but they have good tunes.
Three Doors. I used to cry.
And it's the 20th anniversary of that album.
What album?
The one with Kryptonite and whatever else.
If I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman?
Look at that. Tell me those harmonies didn't match. Tell me. Anyone paying attention to our drunken asses right now? Tell us if those harmonies.
You're definitely the Jerry Cantrell to my Lane Staley.
How do you get to be Lane Staley? I know what you're saying, but yeah. No. You know what? Didn't Jerry sing the melodies?
Yeah.
Lane would do
Lane was lead singer. Jerry would come in with the yeah. Then you saw them shut.
No, the high parts would be Lane. He'd do the high parts.
Jerry or Lane would hit the high notes.
Yes, I'm saying, yeah.
So
I'm doing a Ray Charles. Or Stevie Wonder. Hey, where were we?
Oh, we were talking about morning routines before school. My routine every morning would be Nick at Night from 6 to 7.
Okay.
And they would have Perfect Strangers with Bronson Pinchot.
Yeah.
And then Head of the Class with Howard Hessman from WKRP fame. And one of those guys, by the way, was a pedo. Did you know that? One of the kids from Head of the Class?
No, which one?
The fat black-haired kid. I can't remember his fucking name. I love D-Rest is awesome. Name the third blind guy, Tim.
What?
Name the third blind guy, Tim.
What third blind guy? What?
Jose Feliciano is not the third. He was the fourth. Nobody cared about Jose Feliciano.
What are we talking about?
Who Who is the other like really famous third blind like blues musician? He was a white guy,
No.
big guy, kind
Bocelli,
of look like
man.
Mike
No.
Trevisano.
Listen. There's Red Charles, Stevie Wonder. There's one guy, Jeff something. He was in Jeff, right? He was in Roadhouse, right? And then
Wait, Willie Windmill, how dare you?
that's bullshit. I know they're a great asshole. Bocelli is. I think he's thinking of that Jeff guy who was in Roadhouse, whose name I can't remember, but also Bocelli, the opera singer.
Yeah.
So I don't know, one of those two, right?
I'm trying to think of his fucking name. He was like a country singer. Ronnie something. Oh no, Ronnie. Oh, why is it killing me? Fuck, D-Rest probably saw him in the 80s. Who knows? I'm trying to think. Ronnie. Oh no, he had like a mullet, black hair. Damn it. That was a personal message to. Oh God. Ronnie Millsap. Thank you, Ronnie fucking Millsap. Blind dude.
Who am I thinking of? The dude from Roadhouse. Who's that fucking guy?
I can't. Probably Ronnie Millsap.
That might be it. I thought it was Jeff.
Yeah, it might be.
Who was the blind singer from the movie Roadhouse?
Oh God. Google's not helping you.
I turned the Jeff Healey.
Jeff Healey. Okay, yeah, Jeff Healey was great.
Yeah, Jeff Healey. That's right.
I watched.
I'm thinking of Bocelli and Tronio. There's a big post from Will Squire. I'll read it later. Anyway, dude, Tuscarora Park, the park by my house there, Tuscarawas County, as you would think. There's a outdoor pavilion there. I sang there when I was in school. Anyway, it's a pretty cool place. It has as bleacher seating goes up for a while. It's a nice place. They do like a summer concert series on Sundays. Anyway, that hill was packed Sunday night.
Nice.
Yeah, I went early because I didn't know how late when the thing started, so I just went over to see if anybody was there, and they just started setting up. And then I went home. I didn't watch it, but anyway, they had a Fleetwood Mac tribute band. That's why I'm sure they were good.
That's awesome.
I'm sure they were good.
Oh my God.
What we got now?
Oh, I just saw this on my Facebook. And I am all for the German Paralympic team right now.
Oh, yeah, I saw the same thing. Yeah, I saw that.
They're using Rammstein.
Yeah.
They're the best. I'm Team Germany, Deutschland all the way. Dude,
Yeah,
you want to talk about a show that I've never really like emotionally recovered from?
I don't.
It's Rammstein.
I don't.
What?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why not?
Well, I mean, you asked me, and I said no. I don't. Want to move on.
Okay, what do you want to move to?
Still, update. No Venmo. No Venmo. No tips.
If you want to leave us 50 cents, that's all we ask for.
No. We went a tenner or 20.
Okay.
20, that's easy to look at. Somebody said us is 20 or anything, man, anything. But
yeah, I was about to say, if you want to give us some money, Tim's Venmo is right over here.
I'll split it in half and give it to Ray.
No, we'll just make it into a pot. We'll become our own mafia bosses.
Sure.
And get the Venmo money from there. And if you want, just search my name at Ray High
There's not many people that pay attention, but the people who do are amazing. I love all of you.
Yeah.
I wish. And the thing is, I know there's more people that would probably like our nonsense. We're just gonna find them. And, we love you
and
for it.
we don't pay. We don't expect you to pay. Here's the thing: when we ask for Venmo, we don't expect. We will play anybody or put anybody's comment up. If you like us, just Venmo us. That's all we ask. Like, vindicate us.
No, we're gonna ask. I mean, listen, if we're we're doing our best to make everyone who wants to be a part of the show, which is everyone that is commenting, be a part of the show. Up to so many that we'll try our best. If we had a lot.
Yeah.
If we had too many, we try our best.
We don't do super chats. We don't do any. If we had the option to do super chats,
But
I
if
still
you
wouldn't
that,
do it.
anyone who does that, I'm not talking crap. I'm just saying each their own. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, I look at it as, hey, fuck it, man. Like,
Thing is, though, this show, it's fun, but Ray and I we are in the hole. Like,
yes, extremely. And I still
it's okay.
tomorrow I'm gonna buy us a year because they were doing a deal. But even then, I'd still
I
pay.
just saw there's like on the 26th they're having something like an upgrade thing.
Yeah,
upgrade fest or something. I'm like, we're already at the max, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, Max, how though?
I mean, we have is there a better service than the one we have?
A year of, I think it's professional. They're doing for like 150 for the year.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, do that.
They're doing some kind of deal right now where if you get the professional, you do all this stuff, and
because we're paying 25 right now. That's like
that. So I would be. I'm a guy, and I don't know about you, but I do this with a lot of. Well, that's debatable. But it
don't test my testosterone levels.
I need to get my T looked at. I think honestly, I want if I need testosterone, I'll do it. I just because I want to.
You know, me too. I'm sure mine's low, but there's other shit too. I gotta give. My doctor doesn't really give a shit. So,
but
D-rest $30. I'll buy a new brown shirt with it. I'm just saying.
Yes,
that's probably what it takes nowadays to get a fat man shirt on the internet. About 30. So
they need to cut it off a circus tent to get it on Tim Danko.
Kinda. I bought a Columbus Crew shirt because I wanted to be part of the gang there. Because I don't have anything else black and yellow. Because I usually don't like those colors, but with the Crew logo, it's okay. It's a weird. I really wish they change their color. I really do.
No, you keep it the way it is.
Look at the Haslam's on it. They own the Browns. You can't have Pittsburgh colors when you own a soccer team in Ohio and you own the Browns. Change the colors. Orange.
Here's a question: who won the MLS Cup last year?
The Columbus Crew, sir.
Yeah. Guess what colors they are?
They're
the colors of champions. The colors of champions.
They're not as good what this year. You know, I watched the other day. I watched a game, and it was. The thing is, I'm always open for new places to drink. So that's the thing about the stadium. And dude, the tickets were $75 before fees, and they're like second to last row up the top, the very top of the deck there. They're expensive tickets. Yeah,
I'm excited like to go. 35 I've never been to one. When I went,
dude. If this is, my buddy who I'm going with is having a kid soon, like at the end of September. So after that, I can't do anything for a while. I get it. Excuse me. That's why we're doing this.
Plus, they just built that new stadium.
Yeah, it's brand new, lower.com stadium. We're having a last hurrah. Excuse me, before his kid comes, and that's that.
I'll give you a place to eat, by the way, in Columbus before the game.
Do it.
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of places there. He took me to a vegan place.
It's called Bear Burger.
Ethiopian
it's delicious.
Yeah, I'll ask him about it. He may have been there
right by the place where they do the Arnold Classic every year.
Okay. Dude, every time I go down there, I'm like, dude, take me somewhere I can't go around here. And the last couple times, him and some people, and we all went to Texas Roadhouse, which is the Texas Roadhouse in my town. It's a good place, but anyway,
Bear Burger's so good. Hopefully, it's
went to Ethiopian. It was good. I enjoyed it actually. If that was around here, I would be on the rotation. It's vegan, but that's not the point. It's decent stuff. I like it. Anyway,
how do the cicadas taste?
You know what?
Ethiopian, I think, just making
meat, right? Anyway, what was I talking about? Tell me. Oh, soccer. In October, the U.S. national team is playing a World Cup qualifying game. I really want to go, but
where?
In Columbus.
I'd be down to throw some money in.
Maybe. I don't know what day of the week is. We'll figure it out. I'll look later.
Yeah, Columbus is only 2 hours, so it's not that bad.
You know what's weird? Columbus from you and me is the same amount of time, although you're like an hour and a half from me. It's because of the highways, the way the roads are. It's weird, yeah. Yeah, it takes the same. But I go like a weird back way now. Well, to get to my buddy's house, I go through like Coshocton and Dresden, that big ass basket. Past that, and it's
It's just
always
a
weird.
shot down
It's never not
71
weird.
for me.
Yeah, that's why it's the same. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I would love. That'd be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Fuck
World Cup
yeah.
qualifier. Fuck yeah, that'd be fun.
Dude, I'd be
Super
down.
fun. It might be expensive, but it'd be fun.
Yeah,
It's
it'd probably be about 150 just for like to be in the
to get in the
building.
stadium, probably.
Yeah.
I'll look. But also, last episode I talked about Breaking Benjamin. Both those shows are on Tuesdays, so I didn't. So I didn't get hold of that. It's a bummer, man, because I want to go, but no.
That's why
Ray sucks.
Hey, I got to make money to pay for things. Like,
I know, but what?
I got to get a new car. Like I'm probably getting a new car. So
you do need a new car. How's your
dude?
credit?
It's 605.
You can get a loan.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Mine's better than I thought it was, which is amazing. I don't know what it is.
My mom
but
is.
It's high. I think mine's in the sixes too.
My mom helped me build my credit up, and I destroyed hers while I was in my massive depression from 2018 to 2020, late 2021 or early 2021.
My Aveo, they got repoed. I had a minimum wage job, and I got a loan because my credit was immaculate.
I've never had a car repossessed.
It sucks.
Yeah. No, I don't like owing people things, so I'm on time with my payments.
That's true. You always Venmo me when you owe me money.
Yeah. I hate owing people. Like my one buddy for I think
you
it was
ask
UFC.
anyone for money? That's the fucking worst.
Yeah, my friend Shauna and my mom. Like right now, tomorrow, luckily I get paid. But I had to ask my mom over the last couple of days for like 35 total, $35.
What are you doing with all your money, man?
Drinking. I had to get something fixed on my car, which I still need. I still owe.
Okay.
No, well, my paychecks are starting to get, because the season's getting slower. I'm starting to get less and less money, but I'm still getting good money for what I should be. I'm expecting a little over $1,000.
How much
next paycheck?
How much you trying to look to pay a month for a car? 200, 150.
200 would be ideal. 300 if I'm feeling ballsy. If something works and it's 300, I'll be like, okay, 300 a month. It's one paycheck. All right. Well, I get paid every 2 weeks, so it's like
shit ton to buy a car as far as car prices go.
Yeah,
like, I really needed one when I bought mine, and that's why I got one. You see my car? I mean, I kind of have to point out the dents and the outside. It has some bruises, but the thing
is, if it gets me from point A to point B, I don't give a fuck.
It was taken care of. The engine and under. That's why I still had to feel like someone was a bad drunk driver when they had it, or just a bad driver. Period. Because it was taken care of, but it has some dents on the outside. And they're like, "Well, we can fix it," or because I went and saw it before they even detailed it. Because I saw it online and I went and looked at it, and or we can give you money off. I'm like, give me the money.
I don't trust online shit. I gotta go and like pick one out myself.
What do you mean? You use car gurus, and then you go look at it. You go look at it. You don't buy it online. It's done.
Oh, okay.
No, you go look. No. I didn't buy it online.
Oh, okay.
You just all the dealerships now, they don't sell anything unless they put it on online.
Like I'm probably gonna go to like CarMax or one of those.
Yeah, I use Car Gurus, and I found that on Car Gurus. But now it's not a great time to buy a car. But if you have to get one, that's fine. But I'm just saying, this time I found one that I'm like, it's everything I need, except I wish it had a couple less bumps on the outside, but it's a Mazda 2 as well. So a Mazda 3, actually, but a Mazda as well. So Mazdas are good cars. Everyone I know who has a Mazda, they do great and last a long time. So
yeah, I mean, my Ford
also a little older than I wanted, but it worked out.
I don't care about age as long as it still works. Like I don't give a shit.
You can probably find like a 2010 Mazda, man, or something. Or Honda.
I like American cars.
Okay, then
I'm the weirdo.
Chevys are good.
Chevys are good. I'm thinking
don't buy an Aveo. Don't buy. I used to have an Aveo. They're just
My next ideal
The engines
car
are
is actually
fine.
a truck because of what I do.
You drive too much for a truck, though.
No, and I want to find a truck that I how can I put this? I click with. Like my last car that I've had is a Ford Focus wagon.
Yeah, I know
And
your car.
it is, but for some reason when I drove it, I was like, oh yeah, this is the car. And I've had a lot of problems with it. I'm not gonna lie, but it's for some reason it's that
Anyone
comfortability
listening,
factor.
when do you guys drive? What's your Ray by?
I'm thinking I want a truck. Like I don't care what kind of brand truck. It could be a
I mean, shit,
Toyota. It could
you
be a
drive a
fucking.
lot, man. All right, okay, okay.
I have
No
a
elking
friend
you
who
out.
sells cars that I'm gonna go see her soon and see what her lot has. But I definitely want a truck, preferably a Ranger. I want a Ford Ranger that's automatic, that doesn't have a lot of miles on it. And I know that's hard to fucking find, but I like Ford Rangers because I grew up in Ford Rangers. And my dad had Ford Rangers, and I want to keep that in the family. Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm looking for something that I can. Fuck it on the podcast. My bosses don't watch this fucking podcast. They don't even know that I can do side jobs in. Like that's my goal is to do.
Do you have the
Like
equipment to do that?
yeah,
Like if I have a let's say if I have a bug problem, should I call you?
I mean yeah, I would do it for free for you though. Friend, it would just be word of mouth.
We have an
Like
ant
just if I
issue.
do
How
a
do you
good
get rid of
job,
ants?
pass it on. What kind?
Carpenter?
Big,
Normal? There's just a lot
big,
of them. They're in the kitchen.
small, or medium, or big, medium, or small. If they're big, thick, and black, I
I'd say
mean,
medium because I've seen smaller ants, but I probably medium. I don't know.
carpenter ants. Yeah, carpenter ants. I mean, I can definitely treat for. It's a process. Sometimes, depending on where they're at. Like I had a
They haven't been too
customer.
bad lately. So I mean, we put some stuff out and they died. I forget what we put out.
This
I
is
think they're
this
okay
is
right now.
this is years ago, but it's a funny story. When it comes to like pest control, uh, this woman had just this problem by one window in her bedroom, and I
Still nothing on Venmo.
still nothing. I'm not. Don't look at the numbers, you fuck.
I was joking. I don't expect that any of these
Uh,
are going to give us anything, but we
but
do. We would like more, always more comments.
mm, yes, that would be lovely to have some comments and people doing more stuff. But no, yeah, and I sprayed this residual chemical in an area where shit was bowing out a little bit. And when I come back the next time, it was like an ant holocaust, like just dead ants everywhere. And they never had the problem after that. And I was like, yeah, you feel like a G when you like take out shit and like really kill a problem and make it just, you don't have to deal with it. It's so good. I love it. Love it,
I
sir.
believe you.
Oh, mice. Oh my God. I get too excited when I catch mice, sir. Like when I find hideouts of like actual shit going on.
All right,
Uh,
Tom or Jerry. Which one's Tom? Which one's Jerry?
I'm definitely the Tom in this situation, except
Okay.
for I finish off Jerry a little easier.
It is
And
off, huh? Okay.
and Willie, go fuck yourself. Fuck your windmills, coal power all day. Just because of you, now, I'm pro coal mining and
I'll answer
natural
the
gas and
question.
fracking. Go
I'll,
fuck
I'll
yourself.
I'll answer the question. Uh, no, but man, that would be so fucking great if they like. Man, I want it to work so well. I listen, man.
We do
More than
though. We
just about
get good
anything,
numbers
I want.
for. a low-level
nonsense,
MMA
yeah.
show.
And it's not like our friends are. We don't have Ray doesn't have friends, and
No.
so and mine, I don't know, work or I don't know, but like yeah, of course, it'd be amazing. I want more than just about almost anything. Yeah, sure,
But
it'd be great. But that's the thing. Hero of the week.
Hero of the week. I think I have my hope of what Hero of the Week is.
Yeah, that's why you didn't make it. It's your fault.
You son of a bitch.
All right,
Tim's Hero of the Week.
Honorable mentions. First is go to raise Tyler Gilbert of the Arizona Diamondbacks. He threw a no hitter the other day, which has been more no hitters this season than ever before. But he threw one in his first start. It wasn't his first game. He worked out of the bullpen before, but his first start. Threw a no hitter, which is great. It's great. And the best thing about it is his dad was there. Did you see the video of his dad?
Thank you, John.
Anyway, fuck Willie.
Fuck Willie. Anyway. Yeah, I saw the video of his dad.
Yeah, it's great. Makes you tear up. It's great. Yeah, it's fantastic. He did great, and he was the first person to do that, and I think since Bumpus Johnson in the 1890s.
Bumpus.
Or something. Listen, we did a whole show about this. It's great. This is just old timey baseball names. Like Hangnail Johnson, Ricketts McCoy. Extra chromosome,
Typhoid Timmy,
extra chromosome Carter.
He had such dude. His fastball because of his strength.
Erase it. Hit the furthest home runs. Anyway, that's awful.
When he played for Chicago,
how long
he hit the Sears building.
People are going to be looking at these weird records and looking back in the record books that didn't happen since the 1800s, and there's a name that pops up that they can't say on air. Well, it's the first guy to complete this feat. Mike Trout's the first person to do this since 1882. It was, his last name is Newhausen. His first name starts with the same letter. His last name is Ferguson. His first name, not something we say nowadays, but what's it called? Flamboyant? just. And listen,
his limp-wristed delivery is one of the best in the league.
One of the best in the game. Shohei Ohtani, the first player to complete this feat since 1899. Since it was, oh Lord. Okay. Well, his last name is as Goldstein. His first name. Okay, listen. There's a guy who plays, I think, for Boston named Kike Hernandez, or he's a utility player. I think. With Mr. Goldstein, they may have just forgotten the accent marks. Anyway, Mr. Goldstein.
Gold around the neck, Goldstein. He definitely knows how to not be cheap with his fastball. Yeah, man, I would love to have looked back and all of a sudden there was just I can't even think of it. I lost it. Damn it. I'm gonna chalk it up to the vodka. I got Ohio vodka. That makes no sense, Willie. Why are you even commenting? Go back and be your liberal ways.
Okay, whatever.
Sun Panel Sammy, your friend, needs to fuck off too.
Sun Panel Sammy. Anyway, Hero of the Week. Okay, another honorable mention for Hero of the Week. We had Mr. Gilbert. Dude, Also, Britney Spears, free Britney Spears,
Yes,
the movement.
good for her.
Yeah, her father decided to step down from her conservatorship. I don't know if that means she's going to be completely free to run her own shit, but
I mean, I wouldn't
yeah,
let her.
she should be. I hope so, man. I mean, she's way too. I mean, I don't
Uh,
think she's. Listen, I mean, I think she's just as. I think if Ray and I would have had the life she had as a teenager, we'd be just as crazy. Probably.
yeah,
You know, if we were sex symbols at 15 and super huge pop star, I feel like we'd probably be pretty nuts too. So I don't really give her too much. I feel like if she wasn't that, she'd be a normal person, relatively normal. So I'm sure she could figure her shit out, man. You know, maybe has some advisors, but not someone running her shit and taking all her money, basically, is what daddy's doing. And a
yeah,
judge recently said he wasn't going to get rid of the conservatorship. So the fact that Papa decided, apparently they don't even have a good relationship to begin with, and he's running her shit.
yeah. That's usually how it goes.
You know, weird. Like if
Um,
he also kind of weird
don't.
on
And
his
by the way,
end.
don't encourage him, John. Why are you encouraging Willie? Like,
Mhm.
why are you saying he's a good dude?
Listen, everybody
He's
who
into wind power that kills birds, according to
everybody
Trump.
who comments on the show is a good dude. Has to be.
No, we've had some degenerates on here. I mean, Hopscotch Rob, he's a fucking degenerate, and
That's just gross hilarious. I love
Hopscotch Rob is a dub is no. I like Double Dutch Doug. He's my man,
Double Dutch
my
Jug isn't
best
real.
friend.
It's not real. It's Hopscotch Rob. That's what Hopscotch Rob has been doing. It's been Double Dutch Doug.
I by the way, I would volunteer myself to be the conservator of Britney Spears just so I could
Me
like
too.
siphon $1,000 every month and just be like, 1,500's not that bad. Here's the rest of your money. Take it. Pays my rent. Thank you. Talk to you later. Uh
Anyway, what I was saying. Oh crap. Yeah. So yeah, that's also honorable mention here of the week, dude. The Field of Dreams game. Did you? We
yeah.
didn't talk about this yet.
I
It
haven't
was
watched it,
it
but
was
it
so
looked
good.
cool.
It was so amazing. It was so good. It was the Ray. I have to pee. We're gonna talk about this. Like we have things to
God
talk about.
damn it,
Still.
Tim.
Listen, did you not realize that I didn't never took my pee break?
I
Well,
thought
yeah,
you
I did.
came.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
did. I
you
did.
went
I
off.
did take one. I took one. I got
Yeah, I was
another
about to
one.
say you already
Shut up.
had
I'll be
one.
right back. It's gonna take longer if you keep talking to me.
All right. Tim Danko, you're awesome. Again, guys, thank you for being here every week that we do this on Tuesdays. I really don't care about renewable energy, although my wife and I both drive electric cars. They are badass. They are. Like I want an electric car. I want one so bad, but I don't want like I don't know, whatever. I forget the original one that came out that was a hybrid. I don't want hybrids. I'd want full electric if I'm gonna go. I don't want a Tesla yet because it's still too expensive. I almost got hit by an electric car in Colorado. I didn't even hear it coming. It was like a Chevy prototype of some kind of electric vehicle, and it almost hit me, guys. It did. I had to be told to move the fuck out of the way. But we appreciate every single one of you for being here every time we do a show. We're not ending the show. We're still talking. We have Tim's Hero of the Week coming up. He's still doing his honorable mentions. And we'll talk about the Field of Dreams game as well. We'll be here probably till about, I'm going to say 11 o'clock hanging out with you guys. And we appreciate every single one of you. Give a thumbs up, smash that thumbs up button and hit the share on the videos as well, because we want people to know that we exist and justify the experience that we are the Bro Plata. Let me unmute Tim's mic and bring him back into the fold. But yeah, man, this is always a fun time. So, Tim, how was your pee? Any blood?
Just a normal amount.
Okay, good.
All right, we're good.
Means your liver is healthy. but it's still screaming for help.
Sure. Sure.
But talk about this Field of Dreams game, because I didn't watch it, but it seemed like I watched highlights of it.
Game starts, right? They play the music, the Field of Dreams music, which had a great score, by the way. If you don't remember the amazing Field of Dreams movie, amazing. One of my favorite movies.
Was it James Earl Jones doing the intros?
No, it's Kevin Costner. He comes out.
I know
James Earl Jones is 200 years old. He comes out of the corn.
Hey, you show fucking Darth Vader respect.
I do, but if he wanted to be there, he'd be there. He comes out of the corn. And it is weird because he walks out from the right field and just kind of walks around. He stops, walks around, stops, walks around. And eventually he gets towards the pitcher's mound and he turns around. And both teams walk out of the corn.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah. I saw that.
Gorgeous. The field was gorgeous. They made a batter's eye was a barn. Then
JBM. Hi, sir.
What up?
How are you? Good to see you.
It's a great time to tune in because Ray's drunk. I keep telling him not to drink during the podcast, and there he is.
You had your niece get you like a drink courier. I don't want to hear it.
You did. You missed me. Asked my 8-year-old niece to listen, have someone else drink it, but she delivered it. All right.
Yeah.
There was things. The nieces
it was like
are over.
Swenson. She ran like a Swenson's Swenson server.
Talking about Field of Dreams now. Although when they tune in, yes, Raymond. When they tune in, I think we should be talking about MMA. Although we did a little bit.
Fuck it.
Did we talk about Sean O'Malley?
I did no, but
man.
Yeah,
I started the show by myself. I did. I love him, man. He's playing the game. They realize they're not paying anybody. He's like, dude, why? Listen, if I can fight a tomato can for the same amount of money as I can fight in a top 10 guy, why would I not fight the tomato can? He's being smart. That's another issue with fighter pay, and he's just exposing it by doing what he's doing. Anyway, moving on to what we were talking about.
Well, no, to that point, to me, that's why I kind of like MMA more than I like a lot of other combat sports. Is the pay is not based.
Like? Boxing. What's another one that you watch?
Kickboxing. I'll watch Glory. I'll watch
Did you see that guy get DQ'd in karate in the Olympics or whatever it was?
Dude, we need to talk about that.
Talk about it. It's gonna be our longest episode ever. I hope. Let's go.
I don't care. We're having fun.
We are.
But
we always are.
It's to me, MMA is a personality driven sport. It's not about the world title. Yes, there is a world title involved, but the highest paid guys, a la Conor, a la people like a Conor McGregor.
They can make the title mean something again if the highest paid guys made the title. Won the title. However, it's not quite like that always. So
yeah, but
I'm not saying it necessarily should be, but there's a reason why. I mean, Mark Hunt called it, man. He's like, the title means shit. It means shit.
Yeah,
and it is true, unfortunately.
Yeah, and people need to wake up to that idea that it's an entertaining sport, and you need entertaining people. Yes, I did, because one night I didn't realize who it was. Because
what did he just do it again? Did you do it again?
No. It was the callback to the fact that I called her sir. It was one of those like inside jokes that you
may
can
have just
do.
Done it again. Who knows?
No, it was intentional. It was.
You did. You probably did.
No, I did, okay, and it was intentional. It was intentional.
No one believes you.
Well, good for you, because you can think that all you want, but this brain, this drunk, drug-addled brain, definitely did it on purpose.
It's fine. I believe.
But shout out to the MMAholes.com. You guys will always be tops in my brain, just because you allowed us to be on. So we appreciate.
No one's Venmo'd me. I'm putting all my shit right there. And Tim, not even a buck. Look at that.
Why do you care? Why do you care?
I'm not gonna talk shit. I don't care.
I
don't expect anything.
This has been luckily a high viewed episode, and
we're in the hole.
We are.
know, Ray.
We need money. We
Pay
need
per
money.
views. That's the only thing. I wish I wish somehow we get enough money to buy pay per views because pay per views are expensive.
Well, I mean, it is 2021. Anything is possible now.
Yeah.
The
Go for it. Listen, I love how they have their youngin on the show, and I hope she's doing well. By the way, my nieces were here, and I didn't put them on the show because I probably had to get parental permission first.
Yeah, no. Even I would have been like, "Don't show minors."
Why? What are we
show.
doing? Look, that's just fine. Only eight people watch it. It's fine.
And more, perhaps more than that, Tim.
Well, I don't want to know, but there we go. Two dads. That was a sick one. Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not?
Did
you watch Pray Away on Netflix? That thing, well, man.
No, but I watched Slashers on Netflix.
That's probably not the same.
It's like a Canadian American horror story.
Yeah, that's not what I watched. I watched about people who are trying to pray away gayness.
Well, they can try all they want, but they know deep down inside that
most of the people that were part of those programs, running those programs, regret it. Most of them seems that way. Not all of them, but because they still exist. But the biggest organization shut down.
Good. I mean, look at how many Republicans have gone with anti-gay legislation, and then you find out
political agenda on the show. Are you running for office yet? Or Jerry Joffe's running for office?
I'll support Jerry Joffe all day, every day, because I think he would be a great politician.
Probably.
But how many Republicans were anti-gay, and all of a sudden they find them in a bathroom stall on their fucking knees? Go fuck yourself, dude.
Look, they're talking about chicken pesto pitas in our comments, and I eat microwave macaroni and cheese. That's, however, I'm
making chicken nuggets after this podcast.
We do look like a microwave dinner kind of podcast.
Oh yeah,
like I said, we need to get Roy Nelson on here because I had that great idea for Roy Nelson's Big Country frozen dinners.
Yes, I would invest money in that company. Because I think I would get a great return on investment.
Sure. Yeah. Matt Mentriel meat pies. You just name all the different meals of the people he knocked out.
Fedor or Fedor beats.
He didn't knock out Fedor. It's people he knocked out.
He absolutely knocked out Fedor.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
When? No, he didn't.
He knocked Fedor down. They both fell to the ground because both guys punched each other at the same time.
Who won the fight?
Mitrione came in with that fucking that ham fist that he has and put him out. That was a knockout, bro.
So he lost to Fedor, is what you're trying to say?
He didn't Mitrione won against Fedor. Hands down.
Dude, he never even fought Fedor.
But bullshit. Don't fucking rile me up right now.
No, okay. No, he never.
Madison Square Garden.
When?
Bellator, 2018, 17. Matt Mitrione absolutely fought Fedor Emelianenko.
Oh, Matt Mitrione. I'm talking about Roy Nelson, bro.
Oh, I thought you meant Matt Mitrione.
No, it has to be
no, they've never fought. I'll acquiesce.
It has. Why would it be? It has to be somebody that Roy Nelson knocked out. What was the name of the French guy? What was his name?
This is true, by the way. Our voices do get high when we debate.
I know we do.
We get into it, JB. What do you want, Jess? It happens.
Yeah, eventually it's only going to be dogs who can hear this podcast. Yeah.
It sounds like me when the dishes get unloaded into the wrong cabinets. You sound like my girlfriend. My girlfriend gets so fucking pissed.
Was your girlfriend this week? We're not going to ask questions.
Well, I've been referring to her as my girlfriend, and she's been okay with it. So I'm gonna say yes. She's Italian. She tells me a lot. How do I know? It's every time I hang out with her. Anyway, I love you, Shauna.
I have a brain fart. What's the name of the guy that looked like an action figure with tiny legs? The
Uh,
The French guy.
John, you know what? It's not time to roast us. How about that? Well,
Yeah,
you
that's
guys
true. You
chose
know what though?
chose
For this
podcasting and
show,
comedy. You
we
may
go
never
in
be able to afford pay per view.
for this show. We go in the hole for the pay per views, and we have since the show started.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
JB,
100%.
Jess is definitely OCD like us. So you're part of the themhood of it all. To use PC language, it's not a
I am
brotherhood or
excessively
sisterhood. It's a
compulsively
themhood.
lazy, which is the whole thing. Czech Congo. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Czech Congo chocolate cake. Czech Congo chopped ribs. Maybe chop suey. Czech Congo chop suey. Maybe.
Czech Congo chop suey would kill in the East.
Yeah,
it would
sure.
kill in the East.
What else? All of Roy Nelson's Big Country frozen dinners have to be named after someone he beat.
Brock Lesnar baby back ribs.
He didn't fight Brock. He didn't fight Brock Lesnar.
Oh, I'm just throwing out names of people that deserve food.
Say? It has to be someone he beat, Ray. I've said it 1,000 times.
Oh, God damn it.
It's fine. I got it, Ray. Bigfoot baby back ribs. Bigfoot baby back ribs.
Yeah, that would be good.
Josh Rollsalt, Ross Holt, pot roast, maybe. Let's see. Big Nog. What's that N? Come back to that. Gnocchi. Big Nog Gnocchi. Yes.
Gnocchi.
Pasta. It's good pasta. Big Nog Gnocchi.
Stefan Struve Strudel.
Sure. Yeah.
Brendan Shishka Shabs.
I like crow cop chicken pot pie. Sounds good to me.
That's yes. Crow cop pie. I like it.
Yeah. Well, Shop Spaghetti. Brendan Shop Spaghetti, maybe. Brendan Brendan Schaub Salisbury steak. Nailed it. Nailed the landing. That's good.
Oh man, there's not. I don't know. Yeah, I still think Brendan Shishka Shabs should be.
That's thing. Not too bad either. We'll go with Stefan Struve Salisbury steak. Just an S.
Yeah, I was thinking though Stefan Struve Strudel.
Yeah,
it's just it's like this wide and about like this thick of strudel. I think that would be quite tasty.
Cop country fried steak would be good,
dude. You know what I have? You know what
Herman
I have?
Hash Brown, Dave Herman Hash Browns, the breakfast.
Dave Herman Hash Browns, yes.
Good.
You know what I have at my my girlfriend's house right now that I'm sad that it's at my girlfriend's house?
Your
cannolis.
Dignity? Oh,
like we went to for this is a local thing, but for people that ever want to do something on a vacation around this time of year,
I have OCD that I'm not treated for. I also have Tourette's syndrome and ADHD, and I'm currently not treated for any of them, which is not great. I'm treated for depression. That's it, but not the. No, listen, the ADHD has been the biggest problem. I need to get back on shit for that. I don't know why they took me off in the first place. We talk about that all the time.
See, I've converted my ADHD into like OCD, where I get very obsessive about little details. Like I'll have the messiness that comes with ADHD, but like for some reason, certain details, if I see stuff, really bothers me, and I need to fix it. Where it's like, I need to make this better. Don't make my life harder.
This make you think less of me, but I am on SSI for OCD and Tourette's syndrome. It runs my life.
Well, the Tourette's syndrome. I know you know
that, but I'm telling everybody else. I know you know this. It runs my life.
I wouldn't think they'd judge you for your Tourette's syndrome.
No, my OCD, it runs my life. For sure. No, you say that, but I know this for a fact. I'm the one that has it.
It does, but it's less.
You don't know. Listen, you don't understand. Like, I'm not. The last thing I do would be like, look at me. I have issues, but I'm just saying. I'm being truthful, being honest about my issues, Raymond. That Yeah, it does. When I wake up in the morning, it's something that the subconscious is. Yeah, and that's the reason why it's
But
real. It's a
I
real issue.
nobody should judge you for being on
No
SSI
one.
because of that.
Well, no one who isn't a monster.
Well, yeah, I was about to
Listen,
say,
because
if you're a
listen.
fucking monster, yeah,
I'm not a.
you're gonna judge him. But I
I'm
would
not
no,
a.
don't. Nobody judges you because of it.
Yeah, that makes sense too. Um. Yeah. I still go to therapy and stuff, but yeah, as far
Yeah.
as OCD, want to hear the most hilarious OCD thing I have? This is the one I talk about. I try to make jokes about it because this is when it actually isn't sad. It's kind of fun. When it is sad, but it's funny. I can't turn off Def Leppard. I told Ray about this, haven't I?
That's a decent thing to have.
Isn't it weird? Like when it comes, I don't even like Def Leppard that much, but like when they come on the radio, like if I turn off Def Leppard, the world will end. Will end. It will. And you know what?
So, do you have
Listen, the
to
last
sing
two
the
times I did it,
songs?
hurricanes hit. Last two times. The first time I was in high school, it was Hurricane Katrina. I'm not even lying. The last time, I forget, it was like 2 years ago now. It was another
Step
hurricane that hit. I'm not even lying. 2 times in a row. Yes, every single time I turn off Def Leppard on the radio, hurricanes hit. So I can't do it. Listen, people say, "Oh, it's just in your head, right? Your subconscious is telling you this. It won't actually end the world if you do this." Well, guess what? Twice in a row, not even kidding, big hurricanes hit when I turn off Def Leppard on the radio. So
medication in me.
So I stroll through the radio and I hear Def Leppard. If I turn it off, the world is going to be fucked. So you're welcome, everybody. I don't know why I've been chosen
What
to
song?
carry this
Do you remember
torch,
what
but I
song?
have been. It's anyone that's on the radio.
Really?
Yeah. It's not. That's not even a lie. That's true. And that's the one my therapist will like laugh about because it's a silly one, but it's true. I can't turn off Def Leppard when it's on. When I listen to it in the car in the radio, I can't turn it off. If I'm driving and I'm controlling the radio, I can't turn off Def Leppard.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't have that deep. Like,
I don't even like Def Leppard too much.
I love Def Leppard.
Them. Photograph.
I got to see them with REO Speedwagon in like 2016. The tickets were free, and I'm not gonna pass up Def Leppard for free. Or REO Speedwagon. My dad hated Air Supply. Air Supply. That's who was featuring. It was Air Supply, and my dad hated Air Supply because his ex-wife, before he met my mom, loved Air Supply, and he fucking anytime. What was the big Air Supply song? Fuck, D-Rest might know.
Was that Love
Air
Lift
Supply
Us
when
Up?
they
Was
debuted?
Love Lift
What?
Us Up? Was that them?
Which one?
Love Lift Us Up?
No, not Love Lift Us Up. That was a duet.
Okay,
oh God, Air Supply had what song? Somebody in the comments can help us out too.
You know, D-Rest saw Air Supply, the first show ever, actually.
He saw them open up for
he paid for
Kenny G
canned soup. Maybe
Air Supply.
Oh
God!
All Out of Love. I'm all out of love.
I'm all out of love.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Or was it? No, it was REO Speedwagon. Never mind. Yeah, it was REO Speedwagon.
But now we're in the Air Supply for some reason.
Yeah, but Air Supply was fucking great.
Show that no one watches on the internet. We really are.
A lot of people have been
like
coming in and out.
Def Leppard, that sort of thing. Unfortunately, it is for somebody. Open Arms is Journey, right?
Yeah.
I could. Yeah, you know what? I wish I could.
That's my
anyway, the Field of Dreams game it was amazing.
The
ninth inning was great. They had a bunch of home runs. That place was a launching pad, but I feel like they did that on purpose because I don't know. It's a game some people will watch. They don't usually watch baseball. They need home runs. But there's a walk-off home run at the bottom of the ninth by Tim Anderson, and it was fantastic. Hitting home runs to the corn. Fun fact I learned later, there was a storm around Iowa that knocked down a lot of the corn, so they had to like prop up all the corn stalks for television.
That's
hilarious.
That's right? Hilarious.
So it didn't look like sad corn. It had to be happy corn, so they propped them all up.
Can we get the corn from the actual Field of Dreams for the set? Can we do it? Well, no, it's brown, sir.
They built it right by them. They actually did like I think a 14U game at the actual Field of Dreams. They did play a game there, a youth game, but the field, the major league field, was built right behind there. And dude, listen, I know it's going to be like impossible to get tickets, but it was perfect. It was great, and everything you wanted it to be. They knocked it out of the park. They're going to keep doing it probably for the foreseeable future. But you know what they need to do next? Sandlot game. Okay, listen. Okay, Sandlot. 4th of July night. No lights, just fireworks. Right? Because that's what they did in the movie. Right? They played at night because there was fireworks. So they had light. Just fireworks. Actually, after the game was over, they shot out fireworks behind the barn, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, is it not going to light a bunch of corn on fire?
Yeah, I know, right? That would be fucked.
Anyway, another honorable mention here.
Yes.
PJ Washington, he's a professional basketball player. His baby mama, Brittany Renner, apparently she gets like 200 grand. Do you know what I'm talking about? Or do you not? No.
No, I'm just laughing because
she gets like 200 grand a month in child support, and she had an interview recently where she's like, "It's super easy to trap athletes." I'm paraphrasing, but she's like, "Dude, they never wear rubber." He's like, "If you want something, just have a kid with an athlete. They don't. They're gonna get pregnant, right? Just boom, and then you have insane amount of child support because how much money they make." So hero of the week for her apparently intentionally trapping an athlete.
Yeah, I heard about that on the radio. My dog is barking. Someone's
good
home.
for her. Good
I think
for
somebody's here. I'm not sure. It could be Tim. It could be the hitman coming to get me. Who knows? It's a weird thing.
D-Rest was alive when Ella Fitzgerald won the
Yeah.
talent contest at the Apollo Theater as a teenager.
I was there, and then John was apparently there and brought down the house. Good. Ella
I love how
Fitzgerald.
our demographic is a lot of dudes in their 50s, which is
I
fantastic,
know. I like it though. I wouldn't have it any other way.
right? I think it's basically like two dads saying, "You did good, son. You did good."
Yeah, it's approval. That's all we expect, man.
That's true.
We didn't get any, so
again, that's why we need to have drunken uncles night at the ballpark where they instead of the kids running the bases, they let the drunken uncles run the bases and they play cats in the cradle in the PA system. And third base is your choice of one in 6 different dudes in their 60s, and whatever one looks the most like your dad, you can hug and you're round third base.
Oh God, the tallest one would have to be the one.
Yeah. You stand on his shoulders. Nailed it. I love you, dads.
Oh my God. My dad, what I loved about my dad is he was, depending on how drunk he was like how emotional he would get at sporting events. Like I watched my dad after he met Chuck
I get
Tanner
emotional sometimes, and I would never apologize for it. It's great. I love it.
Oh, my dad. My favorite story about my dad. We're at PNC Park. We have fucking scout seats.
PNC Park is the baseball park of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Continue.
It's delightful. Tim finally went and enjoyed himself. Besides the fact he almost passed out.
I almost died. It was a day game. It was hot. I was dehydrated. Almost died.
D-Rest remembers the year very well. It was D-Rest is like wine. He gets more delicious as the older he gets. I think he's like what, 175. I think that's like D-Rest's age. He remembers when they invented the actual. He remembers when they. I'm not even the thing. I was gonna say
JVM, can we go on your show? Yeah, we ask every time. I know.
Yeah, we'd love to be guests.
We would love to come on a couple minutes and just I don't know, BS. I don't know. That might be the reason why you keep saying, maybe not. Call in. Yeah, I'm always asleep usually though, but if people can see my face, I'll stay up. You know?
Yeah, I agree. My favorite memory is we had scout seats and Chuck Tanner was a scout at the time. I can't remember for what team, but my dad goes into the bathroom and comes out. And granted, my dad was 6'6", about 260. And he looked like he had just gotten a new bike on Christmas. He was lighter than air. He was happy. And he looks at my mom, looks at me, looks at my brother, and goes, "Do you know who I just fucking met in the bathroom and pissed next to? Chuck Tanner." And we're like, "What? How the fuck did that happen?" My dad pissed next to Chuck Tanner.
So did he say anything? Like, I don't know. Like,
No, like my dad. I guess like him and my dad had a conversation. I don't
While
remember
pissing?
offhand. No, just like, "Hey, how you doing?" He patted my dad on the shoulder and
pissing?
stuff. No, probably not.
I like to think that it was.
No,
It's even more badass, actually.
it would be funny if Chuck Tanner like complimented my dad, like, "Nice knee shooter, pal."
Someone just came home behind you.
Yeah, it was my brother.
Anyway, yeah, that would be great. Yeah, I think you have to tell everybody that. Like, dude, guess who likes my penis? Yes, guys, guess.
Guess who?
That being said, we need to go to some fights, man. Every time we were gonna go to this to the circus that is the Jake Paul Woodley fight, but Ray has to work because Ray's Ray, and
Yeah,
he can't be tired for working on Monday. Although he'll probably get super drunk on Sunday.
Oh, I was
And wake up
tired
and-
today after drinking
Always
last
tired.
night. Ugh. That's
You
why
can
I'm
go to the
sleeping
fight, though.
on. That's why I'm sleeping on the recliner that I'm in front of tonight. Just because I'm like, I have to go upstairs once to get my charge head, and that's it.
Sorry, we're
Pretty
in
drunk.
comments. All right, now we're gonna go to the actual hero of the week. We're gonna do that already.
Yes, let's do the hero of the week, and then we got to get out of here because I got to be up by like 6 tomorrow. So, because I have a bar I got to spray at 7.
With what? Your love juice?
Pest juice.
Yeah, that's what you call it. Sure.
Stuff
this
I
is the
mix with myself.
This is what the ladies you've been with call it. Your pest juice.
Yes.
Anyway,
Then
Kyle
they pester me for the payments, and I go, "That's not my kid."
Yeah, you pull a PJ Washington. Anyway, you don't trap Ray. You won't get too much. Anyway,
Or Trevor
point is,
Well, Trevor Bauer. I have the texts.
you got receipts, son. Again, greatest show on the internet. Tell everyone you know.
Yes, share us out. Let
I
everybody
don't know how to
we
explain
exist.
us being like just that's just come on. It's just I don't know nonsense and the most handsome men you've ever seen. Ray and the most handsome men you've ever seen. Kyle, Texas.
Okay,
Hero of the week this week. Kyle, Texas.
the city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, not a man named Kyle, Texas, which I'm sure there is some guy, a rapper in Texas named Kyle, Texas. They are trying to put together a Guinness World Record for the biggest gathering of Kyles of all time. next month, they're like, we want everyone named Kyle. I'm like, do you realize what you're doing? No drywall is safe in Kyle, Texas. They're just gonna come with Monster Energy tattoos on their chest, right? And I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
all of their hairs have a part,
Red Bull hats,
like a hard part and a flip.
They're all coming on BMX bikes, all of them. On BMX bikes and skateboards. The Kyle, Texas, to punch all your drywall. Right? You know how many Guinness World Record for the most Kyles, then the most ladies impregnated by Kyles in Kyle, Texas. That's I'm like, do you realize what you're doing when you're asking for all the Kyles? If you don't get that joke, just think of anyone you know named Kyle, and you're like, yeah, about 8 out of 10, sure, yeah, for sure.
What a bully I had in elementary school and fucking middle school was named Kyle.
Of course he was.
I hate Kyles.
Say, man. Gotta say, just think of all the I don't know, all
My
his
alarming
stepbrothers that he
joke.
jumped on his dirt ramp on his DMX BMX bike. I don't know.
My LARPing joke in my act is about a guy named Kyle. Fuck Kyle, douchebags.
The worst in every circle.
Absolutely. I honestly think we should. Uh, Kyle, Texas. Apparently, somebody has the profile. Thank you, Kyle, Texas. We appreciate. We'll come to your city and do stand up. I don't give a shit.
Or again, like I said, it's a skateboarder slash rapper named Kyle Texas who lives in Houston.
Oh, I honestly think we should end on that because how are we going to top Kyle, Texas,
I don't know.
wanting all the Kyles? We want to thank everybody. I have to be up in the morning, so I'm going to cut this short. Even though we've gone almost 4 hours.
No, we've got no.
We're about 20 minutes
I don't
shy.
know. Just maybe, our last like 3 episodes have been over 3 hours. So
yeah, I appreciate everybody sticking with us and commenting.
What are you doing Friday? What do you have this week?
Friday, I am going to be at every single Compound Media show.
Oh, that's right.
From Thursday to Saturday. I'm looking forward to being Connor's ankle checking in. Connor, how is the ankle doing? Hopefully the swelling has gone down and everything is being mended for your owner's return to MMA. Looking forward to it. And then, yeah, man, I'm excited for Connor to return and get that shot against Kamaru Usman. That's going to be an interesting fight at 185. But
well, that'd be a
dude. What if Connor won though?
That'd be a hanging.
What if Connor won though?
It would be.
It'd be amazing. It would be funny. But. We appreciate.
What if aliens came from outer space where they come from and they started a rock and roll band with me? That'd be cool too.
They're called Earth Girls Are Easy. I think that would be their band name.
No. Earth, Mars, and Danko.
Earth, Mars, and Danko does sound good.
It does.
We love you guys, every single one of you.
So much. One more update. No Venmo. So it's
no Venmo. Tim's Venmo is right in the name bar, so shoot him money. That'll go into getting us better equipment, possibly a producer. You guys can crowdsource a producer for us. We get to pick the producer, but we use your money and make everybody know that we appreciate you guys and using you guys to help us further our careers as podcasters. You're the reason we do this.
The $0 is about what we're worth, though.
Yes, right now, of course. But for Tim Danko, I am Ray Highclack. This has been the Bro Plata. You guys are amazing, and as always, you will see you at the Kumite, people.
Do you know you could stay at the house, the Field of Dreams house? Yeah, for like $300 a night. That's like a crappy rental house. You pay like $300 a month for that house. Like $300 a night to see where Kevin Costner farted one time.